shake?
Like a steak and shake?
No. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't even say it's like a steak and shake.
I think where you from and where you been.
But Cookout literally got everything.
You know, steak and shake the same. Got like all the shakes and shit.
Nah, they got Cookout got like 45 different milkshakes. What's up? What up? We live.
Are we?
We are.
Are we really?
Yes, we are.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy DJ Ball, man. Welcome back to In the Cut Live, man. Everybody in the building. Glasses up, glasses up.
Man, my glass is empty.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Glasses up, Joey.
Never. Get him right, get him together.
And Joe.
Take your time, take your time. Welcome back to In the Cut Live, everybody. I'm your boy DJ Ball. Today we have special guest, Mr. Antwan is in the building. We got Joey here, we got Vaughn here, we got Bella here, and we have another special guest in the building. Miss Marissa's in the building as well. Glasses up, glasses up, glasses up.
Would you rather toss that back there?
Never above you, never below you. Always by your side. In the Cut Live.
I like that.
Cheers.
Let's start the show today. Want to introduce y'all to a special guest in the building, man. What's your name? Where you from? Tell the people about you real quick, Mr. Antwan.
Antwan Morrow, but I go by Antwan Rarcus on social media platforms. From Denver, Colorado originally. Grew up there. Left when I was 18, joined the Air Force. Traveled around the world. Moved to Texas for tech school. Then after that, went to Panama City, Florida for about 3 years before the storm hit.
Okay.
It's pretty awesome. During that time, I was a young man, probably like 21 years old. Left when I was like 22. Went to England. Was there for about 3 years. That was sick. That was super dope. Got to travel. Probably went to like 18 plus countries. I got to shake hands with Barack Obama, ex-president Mr. Barack Obama himself.
That's dope.
During his presidency, which was really cool because I actually got a scholarship after that, man, to go to Art Institute of Denver. I had drew like this big old pastel painting of Barack Obama when he was running for president in 2008. And then it actually got put into the Martin Luther King Gallery for about a semester. Yeah, so that painting had got me a full ride to the Art Institute in Denver. I actually sold that painting to my football coach at the time for like $500, which at that time was big. But
that's what's up.
But yeah. So moved to England, traveled, came back, Arizona. My boy told me to come visit San Diego. I thought it was beautiful out here. And then the BAH when you're going to school, it sounded pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? So it sounded pretty nice.
Yeah.
There was a couple other opportunities here with like fitness. So I originally planned to go to San Diego State to play football, try to do the walk-on thing. But after I got to San Diego State, they were telling me that, oh no, all these credits not going to apply. So you got to take all these classes over.
Yeah, man.
It was about a year of classes, man, and I was just like, nah, I'm not with it. So what I did is I went to National University because courses only took a month, 4.5 weeks.
You went on base over here?
Nah, it was
online?
Campuses all around.
Okay, yeah.
They got some in Chula, La Mesa, Kearney. So then I went to National University. As I was going there, I had met a videographer that I was trying to link with for YouTube. And then we was talking. He was just like, yo, you should go check out this gym called Self-Made Training Facility. And he was like, they're taking people on. You can make a decent amount of money while you're going to school and while you're doing this YouTube thing. And I was like, okay, cool. He's like, and it's a private facility. So whatever gym content that you're trying to shoot, you can do it there. So I was like, okay, cool.
That's what's up.
Let me go check it out. So as I'm driving to one of the facilities nearby, I actually got a call. This is crazy. I actually got a call from the dude that owns all the facilities. He hit me up on my Instagram, was like, hey man, I think you are a good fit. Right? As I'm like literally pulling up parking, about to go walk into the gym, check it out to see what's going on. And I was just like, man, the universe is telling me something. Yeah, right? Because it was like literally at that specific time. So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, yeah, man, I'm down. So then I went, eventually became the lead trainer of the facility. And then I became the manager. So I was like the manager and the lead trainer of the facility because it was part of headquarters. So when you have a franchise, usually sell out those franchises to other people. So he had all of his gym chains are franchise because he had some in Vegas, Australia, Colorado, Arizona, California, North Cal, SoCal. But he owned the one down here in what's that called? Point Loma over there. He owned that one. He owned the one in Temecula. So I was just managing the facility down here for him. And then that's basically how my journey started. Okay. Like I didn't really like expect to like do like the whole fitness thing. I didn't really wasn't going to be into bodybuilding. This is like 2019. Some dude came up to me in the gym, was like, yo, I'll coach you for free. I feel like you have a good physique, you know, because I was doing a YouTube thing simply just for money, like just like to, you know, start my own little channel, see what I can do with it, whatever, show people like.
Were you successful?
I literally just started my YouTube recently. Yeah. I had like my intro done like back in like 2019. And that was like the only video I had on there for like a while. But my platform's been growing recently. I think I went up to like 30,000 followers in like the past like couple months.
Nice.
Wow.
Just like by I invested in the camera, invested in time, like learning the camera, learning content. I go to school right down here to Platt College for graphic design. So the elements, the creativity that I learned from there that I'm applying, it helps me apply to everything else that I'm doing with like layout, typography, transitions, video, editing, all that type of stuff.
I hear that with a lot of beauticians and like lash estheticians and barbers and stuff like that. They get that skill of basically being their own advertiser. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like, I feel like if you want to be successful, like whatever you're doing, those type of skill sets can definitely highlight everything.
Right.
Especially with like nowadays 2022, everything is virtual. We got the metaverse coming up. Everything's virtual and everything's like creative. I feel like we kind of like traveling back to the 90s, the way like design, fashion is. We're going back to like baggy, to like different Pantones, colors, contrast, like things of that nature.
I think people just becoming more open-minded as
more
well.
open-minded.
So when you have your occupation, I know that you're probably under a lot of umbrellas. So are you personal trainer, bodybuilder, nutrition, like health coach? Like what all do you do?
I mean, shit.
All that. All that. So you provide a service, clearly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like right now, I would call myself a fitness professional.
Okay. I
don't really like the title of
personal. Hard, though. I ain't hold you.
Yeah. Just because I feel like you know, I provide a little bit something more than just a certificate that I got from NASM or ACE, and I don't work at 24-hour fitness. So I don't really like to like label myself as a tier of like personal trainer. So I feel like it's just it's here, right? And then you have your fitness professional who does X, Y, and Z and ABC. You know what I mean? So like my goal is to like be able to provide to many by offering them things of like electric book, like an ebook, nutrition, you know, YouTube, guides, online customized training. I have my own app, so like everything's accessible through my own app, and that nature. But it's a little bit on the spendy side. It's not cheap because it's like it's customized.
I figured that it's probably like
but what my goal is like it's kind of like Kanye West. Like his goal was to apply high level quality clothing at a reasonable price, like how he just dropped the whole Gap line with Gap. That's engineered by Balenciaga. If you go buy a hoodie by Balenciaga, that shit's gonna be $800. But now Kanye West was able to apply the same technology and engineering to another branding, but sell it at a cheaper price, like literally like 70-80% of the price that you would have to pay for Balenciaga. You know what I'm saying? So like,
so it's still expensive, but it's very reasonable,
right? But you can still like get the you can still reap the benefits of like life without having to pay the price. So that's like kind of like the direction that I'm going with when it comes to like products. Because I feel like as a successful person, you not only have to provide services, but you need a product as well.
Facts. Like Marissa, Joy, y'all got any questions for Antwan?
Right.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's facts.
I'm just high right now. That's all.
No,
Now you good, man. In detail.
I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry, so I'm good.
Vaughn, you got any questions? You got any questions?
He had to.
Bella, you got any questions?
I gotta wait for my question.
I do actually have
Damn,
a couple
Joey.
questions. So I know you were talking about your app and stuff like that. So on your app, is this something that you offer to every single? So somebody come up to you in the gym and they're like, "Hey, I want personal training. If you can train me in a gym," is this something that you would give to somebody that you're personally training in the gym, or is this somebody that you are virtually training, like somebody that hits you up on Instagram and you're like, "Hey, download my app. Is this amount?" Like, how do you do that?
I mean, it all boils down to the person.
Now you good, man.
So I look at it as an investment, not an actual purchase.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just because it's like you need to get to work, so you're gonna invest in a car so you can get there. So it's kind of like the same thing. But I feel like, you know, certain people, obviously in-person training is going to be more expensive than it would be to buy an online program.
Okay.
Right? Just because that you have that person's undivided attention, you have that time, you're having everything. You're having a little bit more high-end focus on them. You know, it's going to hit different. Versus like me just being like, "Hey, do this at this amount with this technique, blah 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 blah." You can read, but as like when I'm there, you're able to apply it in a more like specific way. You know what I'm saying? And then push,
work on different
and then you can get pushed a little bit more.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might get more details and
so I guess you know, it can apply to. I mean, anybody can like get the online training. I would recommend somebody maybe using training as a guide for themselves, so they know how to train and they know how to do the movements in the gym, but also spend most of your money investing into like a program, like something that is going to have a guide, a plan that's made specifically for you, because, you know, you can only be with the coach or the person that's coaching you, training you, telling you, do 2 more squats, do this, do that. You can only afford like so much of their time for them to actually be there. I mean, if you balling, so you like Kevin Hart, you can have a trainer with you, you know, Monday through Sunday. Then that's different. But
what's the percentage of male clients that you have? Because like me being a male, I ain't never had a personal trainer before because I'm under the mindset of like, I don't need no motherfucking trainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like most dudes have that mindset. Like, I used to play ball and shit. So for me personally now, at my age I am now, I'm a lot older, and I have injuries that prevent me from doing certain shit. So for me personally, I think the only way I'm ever get like fit, like I'm supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I think I would need somebody to actually help me through, because it almost be like physical therapy for me, because I got a torn Achilles tendon. You know what I'm saying? So my Achilles tendon is ruptured, and then I got 2 or 3 knee surgeries right here. Like I say 2 or 3 because I had 2 in one and then another one. So I had 3 knee surgeries basically.
Get a BBL.
So, get a BBL. So like for me personally, like I ain't never been. I never thought that dudes like got personal trainers unless they had, like you said, celebrity like actors and stuff like that. So what percentage of, like, I know you probably like more female clients, right?
No.
Really?
No,
because you're a bodybuilder though.
No, I feel like no, not at all. I mean, like, so let's say if the direction that I was promoting was like glutes. I was promoting legs all day. Right. Just glutes, legs, right? And like they called me the glute master. I changed my name, everything. Then my predominantly my clientele would probably be females. But more so like how I post and how I do things. I do things to inspire like other men or boys to you know, be strong, have a stronger mindset, you know, and like be a go-getter. And like, how do you like wake up in the morning and be like, yo, I don't have nobody to talk to, but I have somebody that I'm inspired by. Right. You know what I'm saying? What would he do? Because I have those people. I have, like, you know, Dwayne Johnson, Terramana. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Thanos. You know.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think of those people like when I'm about to make a dumb decision, or like when I'm like lacking in like when I'm being lazy, man. Just like laying on the couch, you know, just got done like, you know, eating some cake or something. I just like chilling, you know, which is cool. It's all fine and dandy, but it's just like, okay, what would this person be doing right now? Would they be here this long? Would they enjoy it and keep it moving? Would they do this? Would they do that? And I feel like that's like my target area. So majority of my dudes, of the other people that I train are dudes, are guys.
And they in shape already?
So I got a mix. I got some guys who are like, truck drivers. I have some doctors, some lawyers, some bros, some other bodybuilders,
some bros.
Yeah, because I be wanting to get, you know what I'm saying, back cut again.
A Southern California.
Yeah,
I don't know.
bros, like surfer bros.
You know what I mean?
Hey, you ever like accidentally broke something trying to open it or something?
Strong, don't know your own strength.
Oh man! All right, I got a funny ass story now. So, when was it? 2019. Yeah, 2019. I had a plate. It was like 7:00 in the morning. I was working downtown at a Hardcore Fitness at the time, and I had to get up at like 3:30 in the morning. Didn't go to bed till 12:30. So I slept for like 3 hours.
Took a nap.
I caught the little the bird over to work because I live downtown, so I caught the bird. Boom,
Your big ass on the bird.
this was 2019, so I wasn't even as big.
Okay,
but so then I caught the bird all the way back. I'm headed up to my apartment building. I'm about to make me some breakfast. Right, turn on the water, get the ceramic plate, put it in the water, and I go first swipe. My whole hand goes through the plate. Bam. And I lacerated the tendon in my thumb.
Oh my God.
To where I couldn't move it. It was stuck like this.
That's fucked up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was stuck like
I
that.
don't want to be that strong.
And I was in the middle of a prep for bodybuilding.
I was about to say, was you prepping? Mm-hmm. Baby was trying to get that oatmeal.
That oatmeal.
Oatmeal, them egg
I
whites.
know about the preps.
I was hungry. And the fucked up thing about it, I didn't even get to eat because my shit started bleeding. I started to eat.
Grabbed the avocado.
I wrapped it up. I put some, you know what I'm saying, some, what you call it?
Neosporin?
Vaseline.
Vaseline?
Probably both.
I put it on there.
Vaseline.
My hand, the shirt started, my blood was coming through the shirt.
Oh my God.
And then I started getting woozy, and I was like, oh crap, I gotta go to the
I was gonna say, did you go to the hospital?
So I drove a Challenger stick shift.
Ooh.
With one hand.
He like that bit like me.
I nigga stayed in first gear the whole time.
Trying to ride low.
Yo, it was crazy.
Oh my God.
It was a crazy
Leave the
situation.
fuck out. So you
So
have shows? You just had recently you had a show?
Mm-hmm.
So like preparing for shows and shit like that, like do you get like the strong like that? You know what I'm talking about? Like because of the diet change,
get
the weight
aggressive.
training, get a
Man,
little more.
look, listen,
like,
that was
you gotta
science.
bulk or cut.
That was warm.
That's
I was cold, hot and cold meeting. That's what that was.
So this last show, so
So the
have
plate
you
was
have you
cold?
have you like
Water was hot?
go ahead?
He said it was science. It was hot and cold.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
I get what you mean.
I didn't break through the plate.
Nah, nigga, don't switch that now.
So when you do these shows, how experienced are you with doing the shows? Because I know you said you wasn't ever, this big until like recently.
Yeah.
So like, how's your success rate been like doing shows and stuff like that? If you don't mind me asking.
I mean, I got a case full of first medals,
That's what's up.
Wow.
but I still took some losses. You know what I'm saying?
So this nigga swoller than you?
You know what? It's not even about being swole. Because if I show you some pictures of like some dudes that's beat me in shows, you'd be like,
the
bro, I don't
physique.
want to look like this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
think
can
they
feel
look
that.
sick?
You know? So it's a very like superficial judgment
That's
game.
what I be saying. I be wanting to get like cut up, but I don't want to get y'all horny. You know what I'm saying? So I just be like, I just kind of keep it a little flabby. Yeah. I be trying to help y'all out. You know what I'm saying? Keep
You
it.
better not let me get two abs, nigga. It's over
I
with.
don't be wanting y'all to get horny, cuz so I just, I keep it simple, right? But like, so with you taking losses like that, how do you handle them being like a winner? Like, you know what I'm saying? You just like you say, you gotta, like, is
Take
it
the good
harder
with
for
the
you to
bad.
take losses?
Man, I would say the most recent loss was probably my worst, just because I already had plans. Because I've been doing this for a while, trying to turn pro,
I was just
and
about
then
to
I
ask
was
that.
just like pretty convinced I was about to turn pro. Everybody else around me was pretty convinced. They was more convinced than I was. You know what I'm saying? My barber. My barber was convinced. My professor was convinced. Everybody around me was just convinced. So it was just like, okay, cool. I should have this in the bag, right? And then stepped on stage. I didn't even place top 5.
Oh.
Like,
A lot of those.
Granted there was 25 guys in the class, but still, You know, even the other competitors that were looking up to me backstage somehow placed ahead of me. But like I said, man, it's a game of judgment and a game of opinion.
It is
politics,
very much
super
so.
politics for sure.
But even knowing that, can that humble you? You know what I'm saying though? Even knowing that it's politics involved and stuff like that, like, do you think losses can humble you like that?
They, I mean, if you was already humble in the first place, I don't feel like they can humble you.
I feel that.
But more so, they can teach you. They can help guide you to be better than where you were. Like, have you paying attention to shit that you didn't really pay attention to before? And this goes to like anything, I guess, in life. Really, it's just like, you know, you're not really aware. It's like closed mouths don't get fed, right? So you're not really aware that there's a problem or there's an issue until it comes to the forefront, and then now you're like, okay, I'm seeing what they're seeing. Apply it in a more like specific inconsistencies. I'm seeing the something that they're seeing, because you know, at the end of the day too, is that sometimes when you are a top tier individual that's putting out top tier work, people judge you harder. You know what I'm saying? So they might even want to teach you a lesson by failing you, even though you might be that. You know what I'm saying? So they might even want to teach you a lesson by failing you, even though you might be. You know what I'm saying? So they might even want to teach you a lesson by failing you, even though you might be.
And I know I should have won, but I didn't because of the politics of it. How do you even stay motivated to do it again? Man,
I mean, it all boils down to like what you desire in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are, the motivation is whatever. That's gonna come and go. You know, wins and losses. You might be on top of the world and still lack motivation. You know what I mean? But it's really like dedication. Dedication is like, that's where the silver lining comes into play. Whether if you know, you're gonna let the loss get you down or not, because if you dedicated to it, just like Kobe, you know, like Kobe Bryant, multi NBA champion, but has had terrible seasons. You know what I'm saying? Not just himself, but his team. You know, has been at the bottom of the barrel, like literally the last.
Michael Jordan actually has more game shot misses than any other player in the history of the league. You guys ever had to deal with a loss or losing, or how do you guys deal with loss? You ever had to deal with a big loss? Like in life?
Marissa? Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I feel like I feel like there's different levels to losses. I feel like we all kind of have them. I guess one that kind of stood out to me when you asked that question. I took a loss. Like, I feel like no one really, I feel like I've seen posts, but nobody really talks about like how women sometimes fumble like a good man because you're coming out of like your toxic ways or toxic ways. Like your first healthy relationship, like you can mess it up. Like women and men do it, but I feel like nobody really talks about when women do it. But I could just say that that's happened to me. Like I took a loss on a relationship, I would say, because I was coming out of.
Were you laughing at this? This nigga heart is cold, cuz.
No, because I was just like, I was coming out of something toxic, and so I hadn't like healed and learned and took the time to reflect on like just how that affected me, who I am, like my habits and whatnot. And so I'm coming into something that could have been healthy, but I had these ways about me because I wasn't healed.
Right.
And so like, I feel like he tried to warn me, like, hey, he pointed things out and it never stuck. And eventually he left. So it was like, for me, that was a loss. Like looking back on it now in retrospect, again, I wasn't like ready for that. And so I lost that option, you know? 'Cause I don't know if anybody happened to anybody before.
So
I'm ready to go in.
I heard that I felt this at one point in my life. Being a woman's first good nigga is super hard.
That's essentially what.
You know what I'm saying? Like to be a woman's first like really good man and she ain't never had one before.
Right.
What?
That is probably the worst place you can be in. You know what I'm saying? Probably one of the worst places you can be in. Bella, you ever took a loss? Or?
Ron had
Ron,
the
you
church
okay?
finger up.
You okay?
I'm gonna let her hit it. What's going on?
It's never a loss.
Get it off your chest.
It's never a loss.
Oh God.
It's never, no, really, it's never a loss. And
lesson.
I just want to say, from just a situation that she's speaking on, sometimes things are people, I'm going to speak on people. I'm not even going to talk about things. People are put in our lives at times. It could be when we're battered or whatever the case may be, to teach us something and find out things about ourselves that we, didn't know. And what's for you is for you.
Right.
Okay, at that time you weren't mature enough. Let's say we're going to say you were immature, and that's in that instance. So that's for you. You're healed now, and I feel like whatever's for you will always come back around. And then when that person comes back around, you're gonna feel though as, damn, I met this person in my lifetime before, and I was too immature, or I wasn't the woman that I'm supposed to be, that I am now for that person.
Yeah.
So I mean,
they're finna come back around.
yeah, it always. I'm not saying the same person.
Right? Yeah,
I'm not saying, because the qualities that person may have may come in another body.
Right. No, absolutely.
So
and I wasn't saying like talking about it as a loss of like I'm stuck on it, still heartbroken. No, like y'all just say loss.
It's
I'm like,
not
okay, that's a loss I took in my life. I mean, the only other big one, of course, again, I take little losses, L's all the time, but like the ones that popped out, that was one, and I mean, I lost my dad, so it's like I was just like, those are the ones that popped out, but like. It wasn't like I'm still stuck on it, like if I understand, I feel you, I'm here. I'm
It
like,
felt
it's
like a loss at the time.
Yeah,
And I'm sure we've all been somewhere where something
Coming
felt like a
around.
loss at the time, even if it wasn't a loss, really, like you said.
Right, and then
It's a natural feeling. It's a
feel
very
you.
natural feeling.
No,
Like
but
we all learn from that shit. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
should be.
I'll be
You
sitting
should
there
never
like,
have a
what the fuck
meaningless
is this trying to
relationship.
teach me?
Yeah. One time when I was probably like 6 years old,
Oh shit.
Damn.
I had got lost in Walgreens.
Oh.
My grandma had, how like Walgreens got the little toy aisle that you can go on, and like we were poor, so like she wasn't gonna never buy me a toy, but she'll let me play with the toys while she go do her
Real
shopping.
quick, are you telling us the story where you got lost, or are we talking about a loss?
It is lost. I was lost.
Hey, listen.
Like I was saying.
I'm listening.
Like I was saying. And some say look up from the toys. Tell me why. So first I ain't start tripping. I like, baby, she on the next aisle. And I went and looked on like 3 of them bitches, and she wasn't there. Oh, I thought this hoe left me. So I went to the counter, and I'm like, I'm looking for Relexia Hightower. And they said, who's that? I'm like, that's my Meemaw. So they said, they called over the little intercom, Meemaw, your grandson at the front counter. And she came and got me.
This boy comedian, man.
Yeah, I had got lost in Walgreens.
Well, we really saw you had to suffer that loss, Bella. Bella, do you have a moment?
You lost your eyesight.
Not too much now, mister. I just got some glasses. Honestly, I can definitely say there have been times in my life where I could say I've took some losses, but I definitely count them as lessons, because I definitely bounce back 10 times harder. One that I'm willing to discuss. So at a point in time in my life, I was homeless. And it was
I was about to laugh, but then you made me sad real fast.
and I was sleeping in my storage unit. But it was because of my own decisions. You know what I'm saying? Stuff I didn't properly handle, and decisions that I made in my life. And pride as well. Sometimes pride can be a downfall. But I took some losses during that time because, I had so let's go down the timeline. I had lost my job. My job relocated. I wasn't able to relocate with the company, so lost my job. So there was no money there. Ended up getting evicted, so I lost my apartment. So I had to end up putting all my stuff in storage. Couldn't find anywhere to go at the drop of a dime because I wasn't saving. I wasn't doing what I needed to do as an adult to take care of the necessities in my everyday life. I was living paycheck to paycheck when I really didn't have to. I was working 2 jobs. I could have been saving money, but instead of saving, I was spending and stuff like that. So I definitely took an L because I was buying this person this and, you know, lunch on me and let's all go eat and let's do this. And I can definitely say at that time in my life I was low, and I took a loss on an opportunity because I wasn't in the correct place in my life. There was a job opportunity. Obviously I do hair. I'm by trade I am a cosmetologist, and I was propositioned to be a platform artist. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but
Her show?
a platform artist is kind of like a teacher. So it's kind of like you go, you travel, and you go, not even just trade shows, different schools and stuff like that, and they pay you to travel and go different places and stuff like that. But because it's like a guest artist, correct? But because I wasn't in the right position, I had to get myself there, and I wasn't in the right position. I took that loss because I didn't properly and effectively do what I needed to do as an adult, you know, to put myself in a position to where if somebody did proposition me for something like that, I'm able to take it. And so I had to turn that down. Who knows where I would be? You know what I'm saying? This was 5-6 years ago. So
I be feeling like sometimes that sometimes
you know, it happened,
them losses,
but
them lessons don't be worth them
Bounce back,
losses.
though.
Like at times,
Always.
like you can learn from everything. You can learn from everything, but sometimes I be feeling like those losses don't be worth them lessons, man. Speaking of that, I want to get on Iman Shumpert, man. He just lost a lot, basically. So I don't know if y'all noticed, we talked about the law. We was talking about earlier about like flying with weed, right? So I will admit I have possibly done it. You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
But like I put it in my check-on, not my carry-on, but my check-on bag. And we was like, in my mind, I was thinking it's legal to fly from like California to another state that's legal, right? So we looked it up because in my mind I had heard this before. Like if you got a little weed on you, it's okay.
You
if
see
it's in
on
your bag.
social media.
Yeah. So since it's still federally illegal, it's actually federally illegal. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Iman Shumpert was arrested on weed possession at the Dallas airport.
Right.
If you ever been to DF Dub, it's big as shit.
Yeah.
So he had to be flying commercial clearly. So he had 6 ounces. So if you any kind of drug savvy,
That's
you know
a lot
6
of weed,
ounces.
though.
It's a lot of weed, but you know.
He also had the magazine to a gun.
yeah.
Oh.
He didn't have the gun,
The
but he had the
So
clip.
possession charges.
And that's what made him
It had
probably
like
search him.
9,
Yeah.
That's what probably
bullets in
sparked it because
Yeah.
sometimes you fly with that shit in your
You
bag.
get charged for
and
each bullet too,
Yeah. see.
and the magazine.
Damn.
So
he
he's gonna
messed up.
he's gonna get definitely charged.
That's crazy to me, man.
So
Because what if it was like
they-
you just grabbed the wrong bag on accident?
The-
What if
the
it wasn't
weed-
on purpose?
the
he had the
weed-
wrong bag.
The weed,
I don't know, but what if he did? Like,
It's possible.
The weed is a unnecessary detail to what's really the problem. The problem is the
Yeah.
magazine.
yeah.
Correct.
But he
And
also
that-
had 6 ounces.
Yeah, and that was just icing on the cake. Boy, probably flagged them was the motherfucking
The magazine.
The shells,
magazine.
yeah,
Because
the
I done flew
magazine.
all up through Dallas, especially if you're United Airline nigga. You gonna go through Dallas, and I done flew all through Dallas with weed, but I ain't also flew no ammunition.
Have you had weed in your carry-on or your actual
Nigga,
check-in
I done
bag?
I've
put a
never flew
blunt
weed.
inside of the little thing they push on.
Yeah.
I done pulled it out my pocket, put it in there.
Because in
put it on my
Texas, I
shit.
ain't never had no kind
I
of tics
never
or
did that.
nothing,
I
no
didn't
kind
know
of
you could
problems.
do
But in
that.
Texas, I got pulled over and they had zero tolerance for marijuana at the time. This was 2017.
But they knew
Wow.
that was my layover.
So
So like I wasn't necessarily stopping in Dallas.
Right,
like
right.
I was just landing in Dallas, going to the next flight.
Yeah.
But when I be flying with all kinds of weed.
So Antwan, when you do shows and travel and stuff like that, you have to have certain. I'm sure you have new how do you call them, like pills and stuff like that. Y'all got to take. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like
He
not
might be
nothing-
natural. Are you natural?
No, I'm just saying. No, everybody's
Supplements.
natural. You know what I'm saying? Like supplements. There you go.
Oh,
That's
like-
what I meant to say. I meant to say pills. Like ecstasy.
Vitamin packs.
Have you ever been flagged? Because I know like y'all, some bodybuilders, they carry a lot of supplements, like different things they have to take. To, you know what I'm saying?
Those
They
steroids.
take water and shit like that. So like,
I thought it was gonna ask me about weed, but
No. But like because I want to know, have you ever been flagged because you had a lot of
Oh,
supplements
man.
in your bag or something like that? Like they was like, oh, this
Nah, I
nigga.
mean I got flagged for
Or weed, right?
I got flagged for peanut butter. That was about it.
Dead ass.
They
You had a
said,
large
they said
amount?
the jar was too big.
Oh yeah, large. That's all I'm gonna say. You had a large amount.
What in the lace peanut butter?
No, but I packed.
One time they pulled my bag to the side because of my jewelry box. I had all my chains inside my jewelry box because you don't want to land in
You shining
Jacksonville.
too bright. Huh?
No, you don't want to land in Jacksonville with all your chains on.
Okay.
Right.
They gonna
Take the
get you.
bitches off, put them in the bag and hide them. Then we get to your hotel. Depending on where I'm going, I might wear a chain. You know what I'm saying? So
Not all of
they damn sure pull man to the side.
So you travel very carefully.
When I'm going to Jacksonville, yes.
What about Russia?
Nigga, I ain't going to Russia.
Brittany Griner went to Russia.
Brittany Griner did go to Russia, and she shouldn't have. With weed, I went to Mexico not too long ago for the first time, and I ain't even go across that border with weed.
No, I don't play that.
Yeah.
And I remember
We ain't playing with Mexico. You think I'm gonna play with Russia?
Man, they confiscated me. I had a pipe. I bought a pipe over there. I came back over, and I actually had weed in my bag. And then
They confiscated the pipe.
when I went in there,
But
they
the
brought me
weed.
in the back and everything. Open up the bag, weed's there, and I'm like looking at him. I'm like, oh. And they was like, look, we gonna confiscate this, and then we gonna act like you ain't have it, but just understand that you could have did 5 to 10.
Damn.
And I was just like, whoa, okay, thank you.
Oh,
Imagine
wow.
that.
Hey, no, for
So-
real.
so
All you can
what
say
you
is
want?
thank you and keep
Michaela
what
said,
you
I don't
want.
know why he would ever travel with that amount on them. Tori, shout out to Tori. Happy birthday, Tori. It was Tori's birthday recently.
You got it up? She said, I think my it's because my passport says Baghdad. That is true, baby. That's why they
Who
flagged
said
me.
that? Maya. Maya said I get flagged every time because I'm Middle Eastern.
Damn
and then
right.
the comments went away.
She was born in Baghdad.
Oh yeah, she was born in Baghdad.
Baghdad, baby.
Tori's
No,
birthday?
hell no.
Oh yeah, we shout out to Tori, man. It was her birthday, right? Happy birthday to Tori.
Shout out.
She has some eyebrows.
She still got some
And she still got
eyebrows.
some eyebrows.
Look at the baby.
But Brittany gonna doing 9 years.
Brittany Griner doing 9 years.
That's crazy to me.
I hope she don't do the whole
I really hope she don't do not one of them years.
To be fair, you got to look at. I'm playing devil's advocate, of course,
Okay.
We
and
hearing
because
you,
a
we
lot of
listening.
people are saying like she should be released. She should be released.
Yeah.
Which is true. Me personally, it sticks with me because my dad is doing 4 life sentences, and all he did was sell drugs.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you want her? Nobody's like fucking exchanging my dad. You know what I'm saying? For like, you really want them to give away a nigga that wanted to kill thousands of Americans?
Right.
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 Yeah.
You gonna give him away
That's
for
a
somebody that
wild
knew
trade.
you knew where you at?
Hey.
Come
So
on.
so with that,
You think she should do the 9 years? You don't think that's excessive?
That is excessive, but we also know that's not our country. That's excessive by
They gonna
our
make
standards.
an example out
but
of
we
her.
They are
just
definitely
we all
making
just sat in
examples
here and
of her. I
admitted
agree.
to doing
I
the
agree.
same
They
shit
not- they
she
not
did.
advertising.
Exactly.
They not
Not in Russia.
But the thing about it is like, you know, that's like her flying to Russia is like us flying to Mississippi. Like she goes there all the time. She plays there every year. So maybe like she said, it was an honest mistake, correct?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't, bro. Just,
I don't think she would have like.
Russia is one of
I
them
don't think it was
countries.
a mistake. I think she's done it before.
I think she's done it before. Yeah.
Russia is one of them
She just got
countries.
She is not caught this time.
Russia's one of them countries you're not even allowed to speak negatively against their own
I get what
government.
you're saying, and I was reading about that. Like 99% of the people that are in prison are convicted. Like they don't play at all about shit. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I did hear about the trade, and if y'all don't know, they trying to trade a 2-for-1 ski. All right, so we got somebody they want back over there. And they have a couple of people. It's a political pawn.
It is
It's
a
what she
political
really
issue.
is.
Okay, I didn't
So
know
it's another white guy who's locked up in Russia that they're trying to pair with her.
Yeah.
And basically like, we're gonna give you this, like you said, it's not an even
Right,
trade.
right.
It's almost like the NBA, right? So we're gonna give you
2 people for 1.
Donovan Mitchell, and you give us, Julius Randle, and we need 2 players for 1, and maybe some first
Must
round.
want that trade to happen.
First, I really want it to happen. That's why it's in the back of my mind. But maybe some first round draft picks. Maybe some prisoners to be named later. But
I got a question.
yeah,
Have you ever seen one movie about Russia that didn't have something to do with the
prison. You ain't lying. I just got to watch the
that's
Stranger
a fact.
Things.
American going to prison in Russia?
Yeah,
That's a fact.
You want to get her home as soon as possible.
Because you don't want to go to Russian prison.
No,
I don't even want to go to
to
Russian.
Mexican prison.
wanna go to
I don't want to go to
I don't
prison.
want to go
Right.
to
They don't
prison. Anywhere. Right.
They don't even have Russian County. Not like we got county jail. They ain't got Russian County.
Because we have too
You
many
you
jails.
commit a
That's why
crime,
we got-
you
You going
go
to
to
prison.
court,
And
you go to
state.
prison. This is what it is.
Yeah.
nigga.
It's
I'm
just
not. If I know not to take weed to Mexico, you think I'm gonna take it to Russia?
But I think the 9 years that she got was not
very excessive.
It was okay, so it was excessive, right? But you got to think about it, like I said, when you're talking from trade standpoint. The man that we had probably doing way more than 9 years. Okay,
Absolutely.
So that's why they added another prisoner, and they had to give her. I think it was a tactic they needed to do to get her back over here.
And right now she's
that's
in
why
Germany.
she pleaded guilty because she pleaded guilty to smuggling.
Wow.
Now possession, she was guilty of
I've never
possession,
thought about this.
but smuggling, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. We know she wasn't trying to smuggle shit.
Right
across
now,
the border.
Russia is
She
holding
could've
her in
fought that,
Germany,
but she
though.
would have just been there longer. The trials take forever.
She is
in
a
Russia.
political pawn.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think they told her plead guilty to this shit. Once you do that, then now
It'll
we
give
can
us-
make a
we can-
trade for
yep.
you. You know what I'm
We
saying?
can play
So
ball,
I think
literally.
at this point we just waiting, and I hope she come home.
Because in this way, she's not going to trial. Because if she wouldn't have pled guilty, then it would have been like, okay, well now we have to go to trial. Because now we have to put you up against a team of your peers to prove that you are guilty or not guilty. So
Imagine
they
going to
want
court and
to
don't
make it
understand
short
nobody.
and quick.
Right.
Where is the
But we don't even
translator,
know if,
the interpreter? Because
Right.
I got a Russian.
But she's being held in Germany though.
Even operates like that though.
You hear me?
She's being held
She
in
in
Germany.
Russian custody, but she's being held in Germany.
Send the Air Force to get her.
The Air Force? What they gonna do?
That motherfucker on some
What the
crazy
fuck
shit.
is that gonna do?
Bella, Bella, you had a scenario you wanted to give us. Did we got a scenario for Bella up there?
He sent it
I don't,
17
I don't think. I don't think we sent over
You
the.
want to read it out?
Yeah, I got the.
Doc, we got any comments we need to catch up on?
Who baby?
What are these
All
comments?
right, way up there. Somebody said sad as fuck. Can you go up a little bit? Okay, yeah, right there. Maya said it. Yeah, her passport says Baghdad. AE1 said if TSA count the amount of ounces of shampoo, they definitely gonna count our ounces of weed. Dum dum. Weed is definitely not a gateway drug. They going back and forth about it. Oh yeah, somebody said it's sad as fuck. It is sad as fuck. Pretty sure she done it before.
Yeah.
She just didn't. Okay. It says she just have one. Seems like
That nigga
she
need his
had
glasses.
A plethora.
a plethora. All right, go up for me, please.
Oh yeah, she gonna be.
Tori said y'all going to big jail.
I'm gonna start calling Brittany Gardner Brittany Stud Blockia.
What?
Brittany Stud Blockia. Cause she a stud, and then she in Russian prison. Stud Blockia. Russia.
That sound like a cheap ass
Brittany
liquor.
Stud Blockia.
Bella, can you please?
Brittany Stud Blockovich.
We gonna move.
We gonna move along.
We're gonna move
All
on.
right. Well, fuck y'all.
Recently,
What's her name one more time?
Wait. Brittany Stud Blockovich.
It sound like she shoot three.
Cause she blocked.
She sound like a good 3-point
And she
shooter.
in Russian prison. Brittany Blockovich. Cause she gonna be in that bitch. Bone in Russia. She gonna be out that bitch definitely rubbing pussy after like 3
Joey.
years. A coochie is a coochie after 3 years.
She already like coochie.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You locked away. Imagine you went to prison right now. Who you is, and you married, but you locked how you is right now in a female prison. You gonna fold. You gonna fold in 2 months, nigga.
Bella, what's the scenario?
so phone is actually dying, but I already know. So there was a video. There were 3 women sitting around. They were doing. I don't know if it was a podcast or they were just discussing it, but. One of the women actually made a comment. She says that she doesn't like that her man is in other women's or on other women's pages, liking comments or commenting and laughing and liking their pictures and stuff like that because he doesn't do it to her. And so I want to know what y'all take is on that, because how would you feel if your significant other, not just your woman, but your man? You know, I mean, not just your man, but your woman. If your woman was on other people's pages, on liking, putting heart eyes and stuff like that, but they never did it to you. They never did it to you. None of your
you got
pictures.
mad hard eyes.
Hard eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the hard eyes itself is already
That's-
disrespectful.
No, hard eyes.
Liking stuff, liking
you
all
can
their
like whatever
pictures
you
and
wanna
stuff
like.
like that.
Yeah, but
That's
the
what
hard
it's there
eyes-
Yeah, the
for.
hard eyes. That's what
let
you
me-
doing too much.
Let me go to Marissa first.
Oh no, I mean I was just saying. Yeah, no, I mean the hard eyes is a whole nother thing. Like you shouldn't be doing that for one.
Facts.
Like if you don't have to necessarily do all those things on my thing. I mean, like my pictures. I don't really care about the comments, whatever. But like, you're not finna be out here liking, hard eyes, commenting, like a bunch of other women's stuff, and you're not doing it to me. But also when you're in a relationship with me, so it's like I'm not a fan of that.
Is low-key disrespectful.
Like laughing and liking, is it a difference?
On the gram. Why I'm worried about what you liking on the gram? You ain't gotta like my pictures on the gram if you getting shit that's not on the gram.
So you don't care.
I don't give a damn.
You want the real stuff.
I want the real raw shit.
The real raw.
Okay. Let me.
Don't attack me now. I'm ready.
Let me break it down a little bit to you. So what if your man was on one particular girl's page all the time?
They twist now.
Not just everyone's. He's liking. What if he's on this particular girl's page all the time? Every picture she posts, he like it. He writing under it. Okay, I see you. The eye emojis.
You would have to notice that though.
But like, I feel like you can tell.
You looking for it?
I feel like you can tell when it's been. First of all, Instagram went away with the people activity,
and that's
so
the best damn
that
thing
is
ever
good.
did.
People was getting caught up.
GEWID, good that they went away with that. But I don't know. Like, I mean, I have a male friend that if anything he posts, I'm gonna like it and I'm gonna comment. But that doesn't necessarily mean that my acts are malicious.
Right.
So if your man, I'm not talking about you. If your man,
you have to feel secure with your person.
So you're saying you wouldn't care?
You have to feel secure. Now, if you've given me flags and stuff, like, okay, bitch, like, you might be moving a little weird, then I'm gonna be like, all right, now we gotta talk about it. Now we have an issue. But if I'm secure within our relationship and with you, why is it an issue?
So here's my thing.
Here we go.
Because I hear what you're saying, and that's true. You have to be secure within your relationship in general. But there's a thing called respect. And if I notice, there's no way that I am commenting on just one man's page all the time. Every time you post, I'm liking it, I'm commenting. I feel like it's
You're
not
implying
always
something.
what you're doing, it's the appearance of what you're doing.
Yeah.
So now other people are like, why your nigga always on her page? Or why your girlfriend always liking this nigga's page? I'm not gonna allow my man to feel insecure at all. I'm not gonna allow nobody to be able to come to him and be like, you sure? Like, cause she always be, you sure? Like,
no.
I got a question.
That's just not something
What
I'm
if
doing.
I'm just like in random big booty bitches pages?
That's something too. That's what I'm
be
saying.
better or worse?
Like, it's not like I'm saying nothing to
It wouldn't
these
be
bitches.
either.
I'm just
saying respect is respect.
What
And I
is
just feel like
disrespectful about liking booty?
I didn't say it wasn't anything disrespectful or respectful about liking booty. I feel like you need to know your boundaries.
You got to know your person is what it really comes down to.
That's true too.
You're saying respect is respect, and in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, maybe it's not always like that because everybody don't feel disrespected.
Because I could like in my relationship, it's no issue with me liking nobody pictures. Now it's all depends on the content of like if I'm messaging them. So what's the point? What is she gonna do? Take my phone and then looked in the DMs and I ain't said shit to the bitch. All I did is like the picture. I mean, that's kind of stupid. Once you think about it's an ass cheek. I like ass. I like ass when I got but I'm in a relationship, so I ain't gonna say nothing to this bitch.
So do you feel like men should stop, or women, like when we get into a relationship, we should stop liking pictures?
No, absolutely not.
That's a real question though.
No, I feel like that's extreme. I feel like that's very extreme. I just feel like like I said, you have to know your boundaries. If this girl got 2,000 pictures on her page and you've liked all of them, there's a problem.
I don't like booty pictures of people I know.
Yeah,
that as well.
I feel that though. Like I feel them on that though, cause like okay, so like you got a lady, cause you got let's say y'all all got ladies, right? You got lady, you got lady, you got lady. I will be careful of which picture I like.
Yeah. Cause that's a different time.
Right. So if Ashley posts something and she like on some super like,
and that's definitely Ashley, I'll skip over that bitch.
I won't like it. You feel me? But if it's her and him or her and the kids or something like that, I might love that one. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm a comment
because I'm supporting that. I just don't ever want no nigga to be like, why this nigga all of my girl likes? Cause you know what I'm saying? I don't want your lady. I don't want nobody.
That's what I'm saying. That's the appearance of it. It could be innocent, like, oh, that's a nice picture.
Right.
And you liked it, but it's the appearance of it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about if it's the way it looks.
Okay.
And that's all I'm saying.
What if the girl is really funny? and everything she posts is like super funny.
You ain't that intrigued, my nigga.
You are her keying with these bitches.
Angelo, how do you feel about that? If your girl is liking this one particular bodybuilder, just everything he posts, just fire
and
emojis.
he beat you in every competition y'all ever did.
That takes it to another level. Relax. Just what she said.
We got beef for sure.
Definitely finna go get that pro card.
Right? Who the fuck?
Man, I mean, I feel like, yeah, there's boundaries. You know what I'm saying? There's respect. I feel like, you know, you gotta set respect for yourself, really.
Facts.
Because if you out there just looking thirsty, then it just makes you look weak anyways.
Yeah, that's the
you know what
thing.
I'm saying? And whether or not, if you like making your girl look mad, the person that you chasing probably not interested.
Right.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you just throwing it out there. But I feel like, because I see it all the time. Like, I got a bunch of homies who got girls. They be liking like excessive pictures, except like every single one. You
Do
know
you
what
ever
I'm
notice
saying?
that I was gonna ask you that in your profession?
Lingerie and all.
Yeah,
Right.
like, okay, so in your profession, y'all don't got no clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Men or women.
Social media,
So you
period.
have peers, female peers that pose and do shit like that. Like, do you feel like you're a little hesitant to like the pictures with them with no clothes on?
I mean, there's no hesitation. I won't.
You won't like it at all?
No.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's just like, I mean, like, unless I find it inspiring, I don't know why I would like it. Ain't no point. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like, yeah.
So I feel like if some girl posts like some dope art, or she's doing like something unique, or it's fashionable, or like she's teaching somebody something about something, then I find that valuable.
Yeah.
Double
They
tap.
teach on OnlyFans.
So you.
What'd you say, Marissa?
Yeah, but it's like selective. Yeah.
Are you single?
No,
Or
I
you
got a
take-
girl. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense. That's why- No, I was it gave more context.
That was asking.
No, 'cause
Add
that's
more context to the conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm like, if he's single and he thinks like that, like, oh,
That's
like,
great.
He's just talking about in general, but
Yeah.
but being in a relationship probably makes you think like that a little more.
It does.
Is what I was trying to understand. That's why I asked that question.
Your girl crazy.
Because I actually I had to adjust how
probably came up
I had to adjust how I approach
No
Instagram or like
I
social
was thinking
media.
that too, yeah.
Like once I got, we had some conversations. She told me what she didn't like. But then again, that goes down to like knowing your person and then learning your person.
Correct.
But that person got to be able to tell you like, yo,
You're doing
Right,
too much.
right.
This bothers me.
Y'all gotta be able to tell each other.
chill. You
Correct.
know,
I feel
Or
like insecurity is, to me personally, is like the number one killer in relationships.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh, yeah.
Even if you stay with somebody insecure, you're not gonna have a healthy relationship. You know what I mean? So, like you said, it's about knowing what respect is to somebody else. You know
I
what I'm
ain't
saying?
gonna
cap. Yo, I
If
feel
my
like-
girl like stop laughing at these hoes, I'm gonna have to
I ain't gonna cap.
stop
bro.
laughing at
Yeah.
them.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
And I
Unfortunately,
feel like you can be insecure.
Yeah.
But closed mouths don't get fed. So it's just like,
Yeah.
just tell the person your insecurities.
What's
It will
making-
make you feel
right.
better because
Communication.
you'll stop, building up that pressure to where you about to just like
Explode
spaz
at
out
one
on
time,
somebody.
one-
Right.
I think
Blah, blah,
that's
blah. Yo, I'm tired of you fucking disrespecting me.
Right,
Blah, blah,
say
blah,
that
blah,
word.
blah, blah. But if you like feel insecure, let them know.
okay.
I feel like that's more of the problem though, because I feel like 9 times out of 10, a person who's insecure in a relationship is not coming out and actually saying these are the things that make me insecure.
Yeah, they look weak.
They have
Bottling it.
offhanded comments,
Yeah.
or will just be angry at certain things that you do that make them feel insecure, but they won't say the reason
Right.
why I'm
Shit,
doing this is
that makes it
because
worse.
And I think
Know what I mean?
sometimes people
Right,
don't know
and
how
so-
to communicate that.
Yeah.
Correct.
And
I'ma
also
tell you.
pride.
Effective
Like,
communication is
It make you
all
look
these
weak.
different things.
What'd
I'm
you
gonna
say,
tell
Joy?
you ass because I remember. Let me tell you something about my Marissa.
Okay.
Cause Marissa SG Rowe, and the first time I went to like a probate with her, she take off running and hug some cappers. I said, and I was sitting there. She come back. I like, oh hell no, bitch, in my head, but I ain't said it.
I said,
And you said it just like that. Yeah, just like that. So we walking back to the car, and I'm like, at first I was gonna be toxic. And I'm like, I ain't gonna say shit. To this. And she like, what's wrong? I'm like, look. Let me tell you something.
he held it in for 2.3
Let
seconds.
me tell you, motherfucking thing. Like I get it, you Greek and shit, and
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
niggas got y'all little thing, but don't you ever in your motherfucking life let go my hand to run into some other nigga embrace. Not like it's your daddy, your granddaddy, or your brothers.
Who told you you could have a little brother?
Cause I like
He said I hate niggas.
But I had to explain it to her. I like imagine like you know what I'm saying. Like I'm in hair school, right?
Yeah.
Imagine like I see one of my classmates, me and you holding hands. I just take off running and go grab some chick.
It looks bad.
It looks bad. She
Wait,
said,
what?
it looks bad.
What the hell going on here?
But some people like Bella was saying, that's disrespectful to some people.
And then some people it's not.
I don't care. Like if I'm with somebody, trust me, it take a lot. First of all, you know what I'm saying. So my trust level is probably on 1,000.
Sound like trauma, grandpa.
You know what I'm saying? No, that's what I'm saying though, because I don't have any left. I just know that I can't be with anybody that I know I would even feel like that about. Right. That makes sense? I can't be with a woman that when she go to hug another dude, I feel automatically some kind of way. Right. You feel me?
It wasn't even
the woman I ever
end up take off running.
I give it that like you.
She ran. Because I don't want nobody to be like, oh, Joey possessive. No, nigga, it wasn't the hug.
Okay, so
it was the run.
Don't frolic to niggas.
Yeah, don't frolic.
Don't.
I like this, you know motherfucker ain't never ran to me. What the fuck?
Don't hustle.
But my baby, but let me say something. With Marissa, when I came to her about it, I'm like, look, I just don't appreciate XYZ. She was like, well, what part of that? Because she said I have to interact with them. What part of the interaction did you like?
With you.
I don't like that you just took off running. I like anytime like a female come up to me and say something to me, I instantly introduce my fiance. Okay. And then we can have a conversation.
So you want to be validated. This is
I guess, yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
If that's what you require.
Because I'm willing to give it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you see me at Juneteenth.
Yeah.
When somebody came up to us and I'm like, they're like, hey, Joy, I'm like, hey, how you doing? This is my fiance, Marissa.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? I got to put over here.
Okay, so I want to get into this next topic. I want to actually jump into a topic, and we're gonna come back to FAMU. Yeah. They just had National Girlfriend Day, right? Let's talk about validation while we on it. So they just had National Girlfriend Day. We got the what's the name for that?
This is a joke.
So I want to ask this question to the panel while we already on it. So the other day was National Girlfriend Day, and I was listening to somebody's live, and the girls was like on the live going off. Was like, if a motherfucker don't post me, then we got a problem. Like if I'm doing this for you, doing that for you, and you don't post me, like so. My question to the panel, I don't know where to start. I'm gonna start with Vaughn. So the question is National Girlfriend Day. So it said, would you feel a way if your significant other didn't post you on a national quote unquote couples day? So for Valentine's Day, if it's National Husband Day or something like
National Girlfriend Day.
Girlfriend Day, whatever. National Best Friend Day for you and your homegirl or homeboy, whatever. If somebody doesn't post you, do you ever take like offense to that? Do you need to be validated is what I'm saying. Vaughn, you making the face. If your man don't post you.
Where is the world's smallest violin? Because I really just feel like all these man-made, this day, that day, get some throat goat day, get oral sex day, get sex, this. I just
Steak
feel
and
like,
blowjob day.
You know.
That's a real day.
Like, I'm just tired of it.
Like that day.
Like, it was like National Daughter Day. I didn't even post my daughter for National Daughter Day.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's
I don't care.
So let me move the question for you. Let's say that the guy you're dating, let's say that the guy you're dating, right?
Is National White Day.
He posts for National Everything Day except for yours. Let's say that it was National Sunday, he posts National Best Friend Day. So let's say that he normally does this, and for that particular day he didn't.
Okay.
Let's do it like that.
And I can say that I do know people that are more reserved, on the reserve side when it comes to their dating life and things like that. So, and I understand why. I do understand why, because people are fucking weird.
Yeah.
People will make up these outlandish ass stories about you when they find out you dating somebody, and it's never happened to me, but I've seen it happen.
Oh, it happened to me.
It happens,
It happens all the time.
They like, oh girl, let me tell you about him, or oh bro, let me tell you about her. Like, you know what I'm saying, bitch? If you just want some pussy, you want some dick, just say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
But it wouldn't bother you.
It wouldn't bother me. Okay. I don't.
But would that have to be a conversation? Or would that not look off at all to you?
I feel like if that's something that you're expecting, if you expect your partner to post you, or you have these expectations of these national days, you to be shown off, like that's something that y'all should talk about.
Right.
And if they express to you, then I'm private. Like, I like to keep it private because of X, Y. And most of the time, it's because of something that has happened.
And I was gonna say that too. I was watching Insecure because it took me forever to watch Insecure, but I finally did, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Even as like a dude, like I ain't like no Sex in the City and none of that shit. I was like, nah. Insecure was good.
It's a TV show.
Yeah, Insecure. Insecure, and it was real. It's like very real.
That's why she my celebrity crush.
Yeah, I love her.
So in Insecure, there's a Molly starts dating this guy, and for some reason, I think it was the Asian guy or something like that. And she was like, I really like him. I don't want to ruin it or fuck it up by letting other stuff in. You know what I'm saying? So she had been in relationships where she was like opening the date and all, like you said. And this particular time, she decided, I want to keep this to myself. You know what I mean? And then, like you said, it was just through lessons learned. So I understand. I can see it on both ways. Like somebody might feel some kind of way, but if you've been through something and you might be, like you said, traumatized by people coming into something that made you happy and ruining it, you might want to keep it to yourself. You know what I mean?
To be honest, when me and Marissa met, I kept Marissa a secret probably for like 6 months.
Wow. Okay.
And we probably, by the time I actually posted her online, it was new to everybody. But we had already been together like 8 months. and the reason why I did that was, one, I was just coming out of some crazy shit.
Yeah.
And then two, I was allowing her to know me genuinely before she hears some craziness. So when somebody come to her and be like, hey, I heard this about Joy, da 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 da, she already know me one-on-one, and we already done had these conversations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she can make her own inference between what's bullshit and what's not.
Because your Instagram life is not your life.
Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to tell somebody. Just because somebody posts you don't mean they ain't fucking nobody else. You know what I'm saying? You can post you every day and be cheating. I know people that do that.
Trust me, I was getting posted every day in my last relationship, and bitch was cheating on me with a photographer.
The nigga that was taking the pictures.
The nigga that was taking the pictures.
Marissa, if you was to get into a relationship, you single now?
Yes, I'm
So if you were to get into a relationship like now, within the near future, would you be more so on the edge of like not posting the person, or would you be open to posting them if they told you, yeah, I like to be posted, or they started posting you first without you even knowing type shit?
I mean, kind of going back to the original question of the national girlfriend or whatever, I don't care about none of that, because half them days, like she said, is man-made. Right. Like they literally made up like, if he posts me, cool. I mean, actually it depends where we are in the relationship. Like, I feel like I want us to be solid before we go public. Like, but you don't have to post me all the time. Like, I think there's a difference between like we can be private with our relationship, but like you can still like be happy and show this person off in different ways. It don't have to be all the time. Like, I'm with either way. As long as you don't make me feel like you're keeping me a secret, it really doesn't matter.
And I know he used the word, I kept her a secret, and I was going to ask you that.
And
I think it's a difference between privacy and secrecy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Just because you keep something private don't really mean much.
Right.
We got a couple comments. Belly, you want to read some of the comments?
All right. It says, now if he posts other made up days, then it's a problem.
See?
So that's what Tori said.
Care about that though.
Right. If you don't ever, I don't ever post my girl, but I really love her.
Steven said, shout out to Steven. Steven said, I don't ever post my girl, but I really love her.
It's a red flag if you beg me or expect me to post you on my social media.
The
Why
validation?
is that a red flag? Okay.
I think the begging is the key.
Why are you holding your glasses like that?
Because I don't want to put them on my face.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel some kind of way if somebody's like
So-
if somebody posted me too soon, like we dating or we talking or whatever.
That's why I said it depends on where we are in the relationship.
Like we
if we talking,
What
don't
if
you
this
dare
don't
post
work
me,
out?
bitch.
Like, I'm saying I agree, because I'm like, because what if it don't work out? You done post me a month in, and then it's like, now we look dumb on social media.
Hey, I don't look done like that a lot of times.
And you lost all your hoes?
Well, no, I never lose my hoes. They just be on standby.
Oh, that's really?
But
Even now,
That's why they old.
you talking about even now?
You want to edit this out or?
No, cause I mean it's true. It's real. Even like now, they hope it a bit messes me one day. I'm laying next to my fiance. She's talking something. Why won't you just move to Georgia so we could be married? And I said, babe, look at this shit. She want me to move to Georgia and get married to her. She said, so what about our wedding? I'm like,
Maybe we can
gonna be in Georgia.
do it together.
So every time then, like when she pissed me off, I said, ooh, bitch, I'm finna go to Georgia. I'm about to go to Georgia.
I would have to say, so I've been actually in a relationship. So I was in a relationship with somebody for 10 years.
Congratulations.
And I honestly can say that they were they were very private.
You look like you hide niggas.
She look like she hide niggas. She only take picture of the food.
Right.
Shut up, Joey.
On her plate.
So back when I was in a relationship with this person, like I said, we were together for 10 years. And I want to say out of those 10 years, we were probably posted together maybe twice out of 10 years.
Ooh,
Were you okay with that?
Initially, no.
You was in a relationship with the baby?
Shut up. No, I really wasn't. I wasn't. And because I'll be transparent. I am definitely a person, like Joey said, like,
don't point at me when you say that shit.
Like Joey said, that it is. I think it is that cancer that needs to be a little bit validated. I need people to know.
Right.
I need you to let people know. Because I'm going to let people know.
Oh,
you know what I'm
God.
saying?
Right.
But I understood. And once I understood, it didn't bother me anymore.
Yeah.
The type of person that he was. Because he didn't post anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he might go to the YMCA and he playing basketball. He might post, like, him playing, like, a clip or some shit.
Right.
Or a sports clip or something.
Right.
He might post some stuff like that. But personal stuff, his niece's birthday, he's not posting those pictures.
Yeah.
He
Right.
keeps that stuff close to his chest.
Right.
Family.
So
Love.
once I learned him, it's about knowing your person. Like he said, once I learned him, it didn't make me insecure anymore. But initially it did, because I was
Right.
like, well, what's the
Right.
reason? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because
Yeah.
and he's like, if we together, people who close to me know we together, and that's all that's all that should matter.
Right.
And that when he told me, I was like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, you know, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Because
Right.
you on my page, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want me to take you off, like
Yeah.
you know? So, but that's also but that's also comes with maturity as well.
Right.
I
But
was
I think-
immature.
I was gonna say, I think also though, like sometimes, you can adjust to certain things, like you were like you say, you learn that person, but there are certain things that are just like deal breakers.
No,
So if
facts.
somebody was like, no, you have to post me, like I need that. If they're not okay with that, then y'all can't be together.
Correct.
It just depends on the situation, but
Bitch, you might as well just say, I might as well walk around with a shirt with your face on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey man, depends on how
Box of
good
socks
that
might
is.
require
It depends on how good that.
It's crazy because I'm the opposite now.
see I'm running around with a
I'm the
little M
complete opposite
necklace.
now.
You don't want to be posted.
I don't want you to post me, and I don't really want to post you.
See,
like,
okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to keep my stuff close to the chest as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it is.
I like to let these
What you saying,
hoes
Antwan?
know.
No,
that
like
they
I'll
is
post,
moving.
but it's not a big deal. Like if we do or don't, like
Y'all know I post.
it'll be nice.
We know, nigga. All day,
Y'all
every
niggas
day.
are engaged. Everything's fine.
So do you and your lady post a lot of stuff together?
So my girl actually deactivated her account like
Damn.
I want to say like 4 or 5 months ago.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that was for her personal self though. She needed
Yeah.
to heal.
Yeah.
But she had a big following too. I think she has like 40-something thousand followers
That's
or something
what's
like that. Yeah.
She do
but,
fitness too?
Huh?
She into fitness too?
Okay.
Yeah. But she doesn't even post like that.
Okay.
She like, you know, she blew up her page before we even got together. She had it, and then it's just like been there. But she kind of escaped from it. But I guess like to the point of the question, like I feel like you don't want to fall. You don't want to. I wouldn't want to be with somebody who's so superficial that way.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To where like a holiday is so meaningful to you on like it's not even a real holiday. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
Or
it's just like you
What
know.
if it's not even just on the holiday? What if she was like, well, you don't post me at all?
I believe in the notion of
What
I'm
you
gonna get
feel.
you flowers just because it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Organic.
Absolutely.
Love me every
Being
day type shit,
yeah,
Yeah, because I feel like
you.
it's better that way. It's more special.
Absolutely, right.
especially when the you know, like my girl was at my show. She was putting my oil on with one glove on like
Turn to
this.
Really?
She was putting my little oil on or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But she was there. She was riding with me. She was supporting me. You know, she met my brother for the first time since we've been together. And it was like those moments that I wanted to share with the public that, hey, this is my girl.
Yeah.
I
Proud
love
of
her.
that. Yeah, yeah.
I'm proud of her.
Yeah.
She's proud of me. She supports me. So the journey that you guys been rocking with the whole time, she's been the weight. You know what I'm saying? Like she's been a foundation. So I like to highlight her every now and then. But I kind of keep myself private too. Like if my little brother has a birthday, I'm not putting it on Instagram.
Right.
You show them what you want them to see. You don't have to show everybody everything. Yeah. Somebody was saying something like, "Oh, a man with no social media is a blessing." And I'm like, is he though? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about how you use something. You don't have to not have it to not, like, you can have no social media and be cheating on somebody.
They might not got it because they know they need it.
I don't do that. I know dudes that post like once every 6 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not going to say anything what they've done, but
you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Just because you're not outside like that don't mean nothing, Playboy, right? So I don't know why people always say that.
I feel like it's just because it's 2022. You know, half of the nation, of our nation at least, is on social media.
They put too much stuff on social media.
They put too much weight
the girl on FAMU. What's up?
Oh no, I was just saying, I think that because everyone's on social media so much, I think we forget that there's real life. Like,
no,
everyone feels like everything that you post online is your real life. That's all that's happening. Like, no, I have a whole life outside of this. Like,
but you know, in hindsight, especially like when you like let's just say for me, for instance, I have 50,000 people following me. Right. Like, that's amazing. And I think about it by imagining like me being like Martin Luther King and I'm walking down the street and 50,000 people are following me. Like, that's how I think about it. Now, would my woman want to be marching in front of those people with me side by side? Right. She absolutely would. Right. But if I told her like, hey, babe, just chill over here. I'm gonna let these 50,000 people follow me real quick though. You know what I mean? I'll be right back. You know what I mean? She's gonna feel like she doesn't have that exclusivity to you, and I feel like exclusivity,
that's real shit.
Is at the top of the totem pole when it comes to anything in life, whether it's relation, whether it's clothing, whether it's a location, whatever it may be. People like that aspect of being exclusive.
Facts.
You know. Yeah. So like, if you can't give your significant other that exclusiveness, then it's like they probably gonna be upset.
Yeah, we talked about spreading yourself thin one time, about how even as a man, when you got hoes, that takes away from the value of yourself.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to, you want to be exclusive to stuff. Colleges want to be exclusive. So we got a situation that happened at FAMU. Bella, you got the FAMU story?
Yes, I do. So I'm sure you guys have heard and seen the pictures on social media about the FAMU girl that took the nude pictures at the statue in front of FAMU.
I did not see this.
So initially, I think we have the image.
Do we?
Yeah,
up there.
I'm pretty sure. So there she is.
She took that for real.
Yeah, she took that for real. Yeah, she did. So she took these pictures. This is a statue that a lot of people take pictures in front of. Most of the graduates take pictures here at the statue. So this is like a tradition. But she decided to take these images, and it was basically a really big. It is her body's beautiful. She looks amazing. But
can we talk about it?
There was a lot of uproar about this. Some were opposed.
She wanted to break the internet.
Saying it was too much. Other people were saying pretty much like she could do what she wants with her body. It's her body. She can do what she wants.
Yep.
But so my thing was, because I was on the fence. I didn't really have a comment one way or the other. But she actually went live after this. And she was talking about, she took these, Joey, why are you looking at the picture like that?
He done got lost.
She actually went live and she was talking about the reason why she posted these pictures, and she basically said that she was advocating for women's rights and body positivity, and then she proceeded to basically bash the other women in the comments, like, you bad body built, like all this other stuff. You're mad because you couldn't take pictures like this. You're mad because I'm naturally genetically shaped like this and you're not. And so it just basically contradicted everything that she said.
And she got in trouble by the school, right?
She did get in trouble by the school, and they are threatening to take her degree. So, what you got to say?
I just feel like the initial uproar was not the fact that she took the picture with her booty out. I think it's the fact that she was by that statue. Like, it sounds like, I'm not familiar with the statue, but it sounds like Like you said, a lot of people take pictures there, right? Like
yes.
It's on the school campus, right?
Yes,
like,
a lot of the FAMU people were pissed.
Right.
Because
so
they are trying. FAMU is basically saying that they're going to revoke the privilege of taking pictures there now.
Wow.
Because of this picture.
Goddamn, one bad apple will ruin the bunch.
Right.
Yeah, but they don't care.
Not everybody else trying to replicate that picture.
Yeah.
But they don't know what they're going to do. So that's probably why they're trying to revoke it. But it's kind of like a rite of passage. I've passed, I've finished, I've completed, I've graduated. Now I'm going to take this picture at this famous statue. Now nobody can do it.
Yeah.
Damn. Mess it up for everybody.
I see something I see something about talking about like an allusion to Medusa. They try to go on this whole Medusa tangent, and then like she put on Instagram, anybody who knows me that I've been dressing provocative my whole life.
She did.
There's a lot of assumptions that have came with me accepting my body. A lot of people question my capabilities and intelligence solely based on how I chose to dress. As I'm standing here with my master's degree at a tender age of 24, I am the living proof that clothes do not define you. I encourage everybody to embrace their bodies and step outside social norms. With love, Terica Williams, Emmett.
So that's what she posted. And then she went live and elaborated on that. And that's when she proceeded to tear women down.
Yeah, I'll say I like them words, but you say she on their body shaming, like,
right. She was live saying this. Like. So it was just like, I don't know, it was a little contradictory.
That kind of makes everything ugly. Like when we was talking last week, we was talking about the pastor that got robbed. Remember the pastor that got robbed? We talked about him last week. Yeah. And at first when I saw the video, I was like, man, that's fucked up. People got guns in the church, like, first Sunday or whatever. And then as I started to see him live, he called the girl on live, you fat, you ugly. He called the other dude
he did that.
Yeah, he called the other dude the F word. He was like, you had a dick in your mouth, you F word and all that other stuff.
That's probably who he really is.
Yeah, he was being really ugly. And then he had a video recently where he was just in the closet showing off all these lavish suits and all these shoes. His prayer closet that he had all his designer in. My point of saying that is sometimes you want to really root for somebody and then they show you who they are. You know what I mean? When you ugly to people like that, like she was ugly to those women, y'all hoes just mad. Soon as somebody say that, I'll be like, I'm tapped out.
My
you know
thing
what I'm saying?
is, how the hell when you had churn and your churn be like, Mama, I want to see your graduation photo. Babe, what you gonna show him?
Here's the kicker though.
And you a counselor.
Here's the kicker though. She's a rapper.
Oh yeah?
She's a rapper.
Okay.
Sick of it.
And
this is a lot.
Right.
I think she did it on purpose. She was trying to go
exactly.
That's
clout is a hell of a drug. She is a rapper.
She has a great body and she wanted to go
and
viral.
She knew that this would cause controversy.
She needed that wild moment.
Right.
Because that's what our generation like. We like the controversy.
Because AE1 just said if she's embracing her body, why everybody else got to see it?
Right.
Embrace your body. You should be able to do it. What you say, Joy?
I ain't mad at it though. I'm glad I saw it. It looks good.
To be fair,
Joey said,
I think that she just did it for attention, and she got the attention that she wanted.
It worked.
I think she probably did have positive intentions on taking the photos for her own body. It looked like she paid for that body. She probably was ugly before then.
Joey,
that's not natural. I'm just keeping a buck. And now she feeling that body too much, and she took the pictures. And what makes me say that is because she probably had attention, like she proud of his body, and then you gotta understand, like she was on live, so people probably got to her head.
Yeah,
and now
people mean.
Yeah, people being mean, call her dumb, stupid, all other kind of shit. And then, cause I noticed something. You didn't even let me finish, bro.
I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
he is hot,
that
boy.
could have been a moment.
Cause my thing is, man,
how you think from the side?
Cause y'all being mean, like motherfuckers were being mean to her. And then when she react, y'all like, oh, that's wrong. You body shaming. Nah. You was body shaming. Why you think we having this argument?
You shouldn't body shame, but
I call people fat bitches all the time.
Really? There's a place and time for everything, and that's not the place for it.
You should stop.
If you a fat
But it's
motherfucker,
not body shaming saying that's not the place and time for it.
Yeah,
if
people
you
weren't.
fat, you fat.
I ain't say, bitch, you happy.
But see, here's the
your body
thing, and that's the thing. That's why I say people show you their real colors and show you who they are because
you in a hot spot.
She posted these pictures and she went live, and people were on there basically saying like, a lot of FAMU like alumni and stuff were upset. They were like, "Why would you take that picture there?" It wasn't about nobody was shaming her.
It was
they weren't downing her. She started downing them. Y'all bitches just mad because y'all can't look like me. My body.
But I think it's like he said though. We don't know what was happening in the comments. I'm sure people was in the comments talking
shit.
All she had to do was take the picture.
If you are saying that the pictures were, this is the person that you are. I am the person, and I am all for women's right and body positivity. And now you're on live, and you like, you fat bitch. Like, are you really about body positivity?
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm all about niggas embracing the hair they got on their head. But if this nigga say something to me, I'm gonna talk about his bald ass head.
But you.
Some things are
Your profession is comedian. Y'all really not supposed to have any.
My profession is also barber too, and so I'll fry his ass.
You can fry him as you line him up.
He tried to be funny now. He said line you up. True.
Yeah. Well, you know, ultimately, at the end of the day, people can do what they want on social media. Back to it being your social media, it's a glimpse of your life. But this obviously has taken a serious turn for her life.
She was wild for that.
They are talking about taking her degree and everything
Hopefully
like that.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah, let's hope not.
That's a lot.
HBCU will give it to her eventually, but it's gonna be a while.
They might teach her a lesson.
Yeah, a PWI gonna keep your shit forever.
Taking a turn for the serious, I want to touch on Breonna Taylor. So I'm sure everybody knows about Breonna Taylor, rest in peace, and everything that happened. And initially, there was no arrest, there was no nothing. Now, as of late, recently, they have arrested the lead man that went into her home.
Joshua James.
Yes, this man.
They didn't
here.
get all of them.
They did just today.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just happened today. So
Okay.
just today, he was the first one.
Right.
And then after they got him, they went ahead and arrested all four of them.
Yeah, I seen 2 of the 4 mugshots.
So they went ahead and arrested him.
Good.
And now a lot of people are on the fence. There was a lot of comments about this as well because they're saying that after this long, now they're arresting them. Is this just to save face? Are they going to release them? Because he's been on administrative leave, or they put him on desk duty essentially. He hasn't been in the field. They've been taking him out the field. But why did it take this long to arrest him? Number one.
I see where you're going.
I
see where you're going with it. Honestly, I follow Tamika Mallory, and she's with Until Freedom.
Okay.
And I think now that you're giving all those details, I feel like they're like, oh, they're not finna let up the pressure. Like, we have to arrest them.
Yeah.
So now that you put it like that, I'm just hoping that they did it at it's been a long time. I hate that it took this long. But I hope they just finally was like, you know what, y'all right. We need to arrest them. They probably not finna do no life sentence like a black man would, or they not finna do hella time. I'm just glad they arrested them. But that is true. They possibly have done this, like you said, to save face, to be like, all right, here. And then y'all finna get out in
because they haven't. Nobody has let up about this. It's something that has continuously been brought up.
Yeah.
The Breonna Taylor situation, because something needed to happen. Y'all can't just kill this woman in cold blood. And just be like, well, that's it. No, something needs to happen.
Yeah.
Something.
The saddest part about it is, though, that shit happens every day. There's so many black people that died like that. But yes, I'm glad that Breonna Taylor is like the one that's getting the publicity, and they're not letting up on it.
Facts.
Absolutely.
That's why
At
we
least
just
we
wanted
get
to.
justice in that way.
We just wanted to make sure that we said her name today, because
Absolutely.
sometimes these killings happen, and then it's almost like they go out of style
it
or
happens
something,
every
like
day,
a fad.
unfortunately.
Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We should still be saying their name, and we just wanted to make sure we touched on that.
Absolutely.
Vaughn, what you got in music?
Rest
What
in
happened
peace
this
to
week,
that
man?
queen.
Why you laughing already?
I wanted some water. Oh my gosh. Michael Tyler, aka Mystical.
That's his name?
Yes.
That is his name.
Nigga got 2 first
Dead
names.
ass.
Michael
He
Tyler.
sounds so normal, don't he?
AKA Mystical.
Yeah.
Shake It Fast, Mr. Shake It Fast, watch yourself gone wrong. He has been arrested for rape.
Again, he did. Not his first time.
You know, he did
true.
6 years back in the day.
I remember that.
For sexual assault, and then
So
he did
rapist.
18
Absolutely.
months. Then he did 18 months. But this time around last week, he was arrested and he's being held with no bond on 10 charges. To include
Domestic abuse charges.
first degree rape, simple robbery, false imprisonment, simple criminal damage to property, drug charges including possession of amphetamines, and conviction for first degree rape carries at least a life sentence. The prosecutor can choose.
Maximum.
Prosecutor can choose whether to ask for the death penalty. He is in the state of Louisiana.
Oh wow.
Baby, you gonna burn.
Wow.
I think him and R. Kelly gonna be cellmates somehow.
I don't know how.
And they
That'd be a dope ass song.
They
for
gonna make a
prison.
fire song.
R. Kelly and Mystical
You gonna
on a
get
prison track.
They not finna be.
He told the press in April 2021 that his past put him in a horrible fraternity, but he was ready to move on.
Well, what fraternity was that?
I don't know.
Rape file rape?
Right.
Honestly,
Stop it. Stop it.
Never heard of them.
Rape
Right?
five, right?
It's crazy to me to see
one
these.
person, one person.
It's just crazy to me to see these people that we listen to their music and we think that I really be thinking they think they can get away with the shit. Like, honestly, like you do stuff and they be thinking, oh, we can pay hush money. Or you not gonna say nothing because you know who the fuck I am, like
To
type
be
of
real,
ordeal.
it's the nigga that said, if you catch me fighting with a grizzly bear, help the bear. If that don't sound like rape, I don't know what else to tell y'all.
Where you
Wait,
get
Mystical said that?
where you getting raped from the bear?
You know how hard you gotta hold a bear down
Hey,
for you to need help?
hey, I seen that happen before.
That look
You
like-
seen Revenant?
I think
Yeah, I
mental
have.
health
Oh
is
man,
a
that
real
scene
thing.
is that scene is crazy.
Somebody raped the bear?
No.
Oh, it's the opposite.
I like what kind of
You know,
movie?
they skin you alive with their hands.
With their claws.
So imagine
Yeah,
if
they
you had to
fillet
help
you
a bear
while you
because
alive.
he was on him.
Yeah.
That's rape.
I don't know that beard. Look, he got an aggressive beard.
Honestly, I don't feel any way about this. Honestly, because this is not his first offense.
No,
No.
the first time was bad.
And you've been charged with a crime again, the same crime.
one.
Yeah.
They got your
And
ass.
so
Gotcha,
yeah,
bitch.
it's at one point it's like, okay, in mainstream media, in entertainment, so many entertainers, like she said, feel like they're above the law. I can do what I want to do. He might feel like he out here. I can get these women. She's saying no, but she don't really mean no, or whatever the
Girl,
case
stop
may be.
playing with me. Yeah.
And ultimately, it's time out for that. It really is. It's just time out for.
That's why I don't mess with a bitch. If a bitch would have told me back in the day, like, if I'm about to, make my move, and she be like, I'm like, okay, then I'm gonna stop.
I'm off that.
And I'm not
off
talking
that.
back.
And and then that means the next time if for us to get to that point again, you have to tell me, give me
Yes.
some.
It'd be hard for me. It'd be hard. Like if I get rejected, like we was talking about miscues last week. Like if I ever get rejected, like I don't know if I could ever even try again.
Oh, I'm gonna try
I don't
again.
even have myself in that position again, man.
I'm gonna try again.
I don't know. Like once you, I mean, like you know what I'm saying? You only get one
I ain't no
shot,
quitter.
like, giving them
I'm gonna
shit.
try again.
You gonna
Not
keep
right
trying?
then. I might like
My
put my
aggression ain't
clothes
on that.
back on. Then let's talk about why you don't want to.
Never
take
really
this
been
dick.
that aggressive, man.
What? Why you don't want to take
Let's
this
have a
dick?
sit down. And
Let's
then
have
we're
a sit
gonna try
down, why
again.
not?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
A little
all right,
penis, isn't
all right,
it?
I'm doing too much. My
little
bad.
penis,
Put my
ain't it?
clothes on. So like,
Oh man, that's just funny.
what happened? Like, so because I thought you wanted it and you
Okay.
didn't. So
Joey, that nigga, you go take him home for coffee. You want to have a nightcap? You come back with the coffee mug. He naked in the living room already.
He laughing because that probably
no,
helped.
hey,
standing like
I'm real. I got an 85% success rate. If you invite me to your house,
That ain't terrible.
I'm fucking.
That's not
I
that
have.
bad.
It's very rare in my life that I've been invited to somebody's house.
You a B
Well,
plus.
yeah.
B plus.
Yeah, I'm 85%. Like I miss sometimes.
Okay.
But more like you put me on the line.
You Steph Curry.
What nigga? What nigga? Nigga.
Vaughn, what's going on with Beyonce?
Rolling Stone names Beyonce the world's greatest living entertainer.
Oh, whoa.
For at least the past decade, Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter has been the world's greatest living entertainer.
For the past decade?
Yeah, because
At
Michael
least-
died in 2009.
I was going to say, who had
At
it before
least
that?
the
Because he was dead? Okay.
At least the
For at
last
least the past decade.
decade. Y'all fucking me up, and I'm not even drinking or nothing like that. But we know that Beyonce she broke a record last week. She dropped her album this past week or
Did she?
whatever. Yeah, Renaissance, and I like it.
It came out last Thursday when we was on the show.
I like it. Yeah.
It dropped
You won't break my soul.
I know that dropped. I thought that was just. I thought she dropped
But
a
she
couple
dropped the
songs
whole
from it.
She dropped the
album.
whole album.
Okay.
Part one of the Renaissance Act.
Nope, I didn't know.
I'm
Did not
fucking
know
with
that.
it.
Yeah.
I'm
You don't
fucking with
listen
it.
to Beyonce.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. That listening to that made me go spin the block on the Carter's album, and I forgot that album has no skips.
Oh, dead ass. Yeah, that was a good
I
album.
sang from the top to the bottom.
So I'm gonna be controversial.
Oh, let's do it.
Oh, Lord.
You don't fuck with it
I don't fuck with it.
because you want toxicity.
You ain't gonna have no clients.
It's honestly, it's been a good year for music,
Uh-oh,
but
here we go.
because we haven't been exposed to good music in a while, it's like
I don't agree.
They really put
I don't
out.
listen to a lot of mainstream music anyways, but I don't fuck with her new album. I just don't like it.
What's wrong with it? Like,
don't like
is it because you're not? It's not the Beyonce that you're used to,
It's not the music that I want to listen to.
I was thinking that.
or is
asking
it,
that too.
or is it because it sounds like RuPaul wrote it?
Facts. And I don't want to listen to nothing he wrote. So
Yeah,
I
what
just
RuPaul
don't-
did either.
it's just not my cup of tea. Like I rock with Beyonce.
That
I
album
like
make me
all.
happy.
I like a lot of different types of music. I like rock, hip hop. If it sound good,
Nigga don't
I
like no
it.
rock.
I
Name one
swear
rock.
to God.
Name one rock song right
I
now.
don't play a rock song
No,
on
I
my
said
phone
name
right
one,
now.
nigga.
I can't name a lot of R&B songs. So that means
But you can name one R&B song.
Back in
not off the top of my head. But anyways, to my point, I just didn't like it.
That shit made
So
me
is
happy.
it like Runway? I haven't heard it. Have you heard it?
No.
You haven't heard it either?
No.
So
I
you a
don't really
Beyonce
listen
fan?
to- I don't really listen to
She got an
Beyonce, if I'm being
Android.
honest. No,
Deadass?
I definitely have an iPhone. Don't do that.
Baby, I was finna get up, walk out.
I know like her hits. I'm one of the people I don't follow Beyonce.
Like that, yeah.
I'm not knocking her. I acknowledge her greatness. I just don't really listen to her.
I
so
feel like
can't
Beyonce
really-
has a cult-like following.
Absolutely, she
and
absolutely
sometimes
does.
it's a
The
lot of
Beehive,
artists like that.
for
It ain't
sure.
just Beyonce now. It's
She
a lot
probably
of
put
artists
something
that's
in her
like that.
music, like Chris Brown said.
Yeah, it's something in the, now it's, I just feel like they're international stars. Like, okay, so for example, last year you was talking about Yak, right? Like, you see how you sat up when I said Kodak? So some people are Kodak Black fans. When he puts something out, you're going to
like
hear
Kodak Black?
You like Kodak Black?
I like Kodak, yeah.
So you're going to hear Kodak's music differently than I'm going to hear it.
I definitely
That
hear it
makes
differently.
sense? So like sometimes I'll be asking
said
that
mob
question because you
stick.
like Beyonce, yes or no? Scale to 1 to 10.
10.
Okay.
I can listen to all
so,
day.
So you might, like she said, she didn't fuck with it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you actually like? How much are you a fan of Beyonce? Honestly,
I'm not.
it's a vibe in the
She about
background.
to tell a
by the way.
lie.
No, I love Beyonce,
Okay.
but I'm not. I'm kind of like what
in the
Marissa
high?
said. I'm not really one of those people that celebrities in general. I'm not one of those people that be like, oh my god, like just be freaking out. I didn't download her album when the drop happened. At any point, I didn't. I haven't downloaded it at all. It's not on my phone.
Yeah, I haven't heard it. I haven't listened to it.
Like I've
No,
heard
I haven't
it
heard it either. I
because
thought she.
I've heard it because at the salon they've played it or whatever. But honestly, I think the only artist that I've ever like jumped on immediately when they dropped something was Rihanna. I think that was probably the only.
Your Beyonce is my Chris Brown.
Rihanna.
Like, so that's it. Like that's how I can relate.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Really,
We got
Chris
a
Brown's
controversial
album
statement.
did terrible. bro.
Chris Brown's album. Sometimes Chris Brown put out too much.
His
He put out
album-
a lot
his
of
album-
music.
no, 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 no.
Yeah, it's definitely too many songs on the album.
No, 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 no. I'm not saying
I
that
love
Chris
him.
Brown doesn't make great music,
Yeah,
but
he does.
his album did terrible.
You can't
it did, bro.
The number was terrible.
It
Oh,
was
the
like
newest
it was like
album.
a
Yes.
I haven't heard
C-list.
the
He
news.
just dropped
It was
about
like
the numbers. He
it
had
was like if he
slaps
was
on
a
that album.
C-list artist, bro.
Damn.
That's how bad it was.
I don't think
You're
that's
saying they're
'cause-
breaking him
Chris
his
Brown.
act,
Yeah.
but he's not that.
No,
And
I
we
mean
know
like
that.
how many downloads and sales that he had within his
That's terrible.
release.
That's what he
Cares about
said.
any of that because he's Chris Brown.
Wait.
And there's great songs on his
Scale
album.
to 1 to 10. How fan of you?
She's
She's over
First of all,
it.
Chris Brown.
terrible.
It all boils down to
signature.
No, she said. He said.
She's the nervous.
She want to beat your ass.
Don't say his albums are
If
terrible.
you a 200 pounds smaller, shit,
you see that she brought up.
That was the point I was making. Right?
Yeah.
And to your point of exclusivity, right?
Uh-huh.
Chris Brown puts out a lot of music.
Yeah.
Okay. So Chris Brown just put out, in my mind, he just put Indigo out yesterday. It's like 40-something songs on Indigo. You know what I'm saying? That was 2 years ago. 3 years. See what I'm saying? But there's so many songs on the album. You know what I'm saying? He don't put out exclusive like Drake putting out something all the time. They stay so in it.
4 years
right?
ago.
That makes sense.
4 years. So
June 28th.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Right? That's
when
my
Drake
birthday.
dropped an album,
Yeah.
it's definitely different than when Chris Brown
This
dropped
is
an
true.
album.
I get it. Yeah.
It's just a different tier artist.
Yeah. I get
I
it.
feel like Chris Brown, he makes good music.
Great
He's
music,
always
yeah.
made good music,
Yeah.
but it's always the same music.
When he go R&B, Chris Brown, that's the best Chris Brown to me. Like,
I don't know. I think Chris
all
Brown.
alone in this room. That's real Chris Brown. To me, when I hear that, I'm like, that's Chris Brown to me.
But he
You know what
don't
I'm
make
saying?
music like that no more.
He do make a lot of Las Vegas music.
I see why you say that, but he's switched it up. Like he's went like
He's like
mainstream and done
nightclub
pop
music.
music.
Yeah.
He's done
Yeah.
songs with like DeVito. Like he's switched it up. But I feel you. Like he does make the same song
Yeah.
over and over again. Low
So-
key. He's kind of getting out of that though. He has his like waves. I feel like.
I feel like the
Kodak.
I love
I
him
love
though, so it don't
Kodak.
matter what he do.
Kodak.
He can't
that
do
song
no
that he got
wrong.
with French Montana, golly, bro, that shit hit so hard.
Some Kodak
I
fans.
love
Mops, the Mops.
I know you're talking about download Sniper Gang
So you-
album. I listen to Nightmare
Y'all finna
Store.
have a Kodak
already,
moment.
I already did.
Yeah, that's the greatest Kodak verse on the planet.
Speaking of greatest verse of the year, I
Yeah.
think J. Cole had the greatest verse of the year by far.
J. Cole makes some good music, man.
J. Cole
On
makes
that-
great music.
on that London track,
Oh, yeah, he killed that London
Yeah,
track.
me neither.
Yeah,
that is the most impressive verse I've ever heard in my life.
man. Boy,
Kodak got the top tier, my top
Yeah, go back to
five,
Kodak.
top 5 verses. Kodak got
I
the
don't
number
either.
2 verse in the history.
Where on Kendrick's
We gotta move
album?
No, in the history of verses, nigga,
To me,
he got the number 2 verse.
who has the album of the year so far? Any artist? Name any artist. R&B, rap, whatever.
Of the year,
I don't follow many
Album
artists, so
of
I
the year
can't
so far.
participate. in
probably
this one.
Kendrick so
Kendrick
far.
so far to me.
I would say Kendrick.
I mean, that was a masterpiece.
Personally, yeah, that's-
it's not. It's
It would
not.
have to
It's
be
not one of
Kendrick.
those albums to where you'll keep listening to it every single day. Because I listen to J. Cole's album every single day.
That's it.
Cole
That's the
is-
shit.
By
Yeah.
far, I listen to his
yes.
album every single
Yeah.
day. But
Facts.
hold on, wait. When
Right.
did J. Cole's album come out? 2022.
That was last.
No, it was 21.
It was 21.
It was
Okay.
21.
Yeah, it was
Well,
21.
I give it to Kendrick then.
Yeah, it
Lil
was.
Russell, I listen to his music like that.
songs on it though.
Which one?
Kendrick?
J. Cole.
No, it didn't.
No.
KOD?
No, it
It
didn't.
started out deep.
Not
It
KOD.
started deep.
No, I think there's a new one since KOD.
Not KOD.
Oh, was it 2020?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, because he said you a Luigi. I'm gonna put a in
Oh,
my
yeah,
head.
put it in your head.
Yeah,
You
and he
Luigi
started
now.
the whole album off with Amari.
You talking about the off season?
The off season.
Baby, I rap that bitch top to bottom.
Man, that
They were
album,
all good though.
that album
yeah.
gotta be one of the greatest albums of all time
Big
for me.
facts.
No, Cole.
Speaking of artists, when I think of artists, a lot of times because I'm old, I would say that I put a certain type of rapper in the same category. No, I'm talking about like Kodak,
Watch out.
Uzi, Lil Uzi.
You cannot put Kodak and Lil Uzi
It's
in
who
the
I
same.
am, bro. Like I'm old like that.
You know your-
So like
They
yeah,
all
like
ca- yeah,
like
they look
like you
are
know
the
Trippie
same.
Red.
Wait,
You know,
Yeah, they are.
They are in the same bracket.
Bro, come on, bro. Hey, no, dead ass, you can't do that. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna tell you
I
why.
would say Kodak got a little bit of consciousness in him.
Yeah, I get it.
Kodak got way more content. If y'all get past the
Look, you know what everybody
No,
fan
time
of.
out.
Just listen to it.
If you get past the fucking Florida accent and listen to what the nigga is telling you,
Yeah.
the nigga is really spitting some real shit to you. You half the time y'all niggas don't even
But
realize
yeah,
he's
Kodak
speaking
cold.
Creole to
I
you
like Kodak.
dumbasses.
I love
And
Kodak.
you just, hey, this nigga done switched to a whole nother language. You know how much time, you know what made me a Kendrick fan? When he did collard greens and that nigga went from English to Spanish and went back. I think that's some of the dopest shit
Oh
you
yeah,
could possibly
collard
do.
greens,
Pretty
yeah.
dope.
And so for this nigga to go from English to fucking French to fucking Creole, then back to rapping to your ass on the same fucking
You better
thing.
advocate for your band.
Man, stop for this
as
nigga
he
right
should.
now. I told you, Kodak.
Riding for Yak. But we got a story on Lil Uzi.
Uzi.
Lil Uzi.
So
bro.
Lil Uzi, as we know that he's dating JT, and his birthday was
City
recently.
girls.
City girls are down by. It's like no. And she had this birthday dinner for him, as well as bought him a very, very, very nice gift. And at the birthday dinner, he was sitting there looking pretty emotionless, like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to be here. Why are you doing this for me? Ugh. Jesus. I am disgusted. What the fuck is this? I'm scared. It's gonna blow up in my face.
I went on a skateboard, Mom.
You know, I didn't ask for this. Lisa, why'd you give me this? I told you I didn't want all this. So basically, he spoke about it, and he said, you know, every time I have a birthday dinner, I reflect on my past, and it makes me sad. I don't know why it's just like that hug I never had. I'd be so excited in my head, but be scared to show it. Crazy man. Thank you for loving me.
Damn.
For me, y'all hate my B-Day. LOL.
Damn.
I say something?
That's deep as hell.
Yeah. You had a question to that though.
My question to that is,
Oh yeah.
why?
Oh.
Okay. This, before I get to my question,
Somebody tweeted this.
somebody tweeted and said, women throw parties like this for them, not for the men. That's why the man never enjoys it. I don't think this. I'm not agreeing with that tweet, because I feel like a lot of our men have been brought up in environments and situations where they, even if something makes them happy, makes them excited,
They can't show
too much softness per se, and that ultimately transpires in their adult life. And breaking those habits is sometimes hard. Like, you know, like you can meet somebody that cares about you, want to know how you feeling emotionally, but you don't know how the fuck you feel emotionally, because it's not normal, and you don't know. I feel something, but I don't know what it is.
Right.
Because I've never experienced it. I've never been able to express. I probably experienced it, but I've never been able to express it.
Right.
And it's
Me personally, I like shit like that because my mom passed away going on 20 years ago. But like when I think about like my birthday parties, my mom used to throw me like little birthday parties like that and shit when I was growing up. And like, you know, I lost at a young age. So like, in a sense, when I think about my birthday and like my lady, you know, as y'all know, my birthday just passed, and my lady threw shit like that for me. It made me start to think of the last happiest times I had with my mother, which was on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? So it put me personally in a good space. But I can understand where he's coming from when he's like yeah, he's rich and famous, but you don't know what that man had to get through to get to where he at. And some people handle trauma a little differently. You know what I'm saying? So like, I actually applaud him for even being that transparent to say like, look, he basically saying like, look, I went through some traumatic shit growing up. Yeah. And when I think about birthdays, like me, it made me go to something positive, my mother. You know what I'm saying? But to him, it probably make him go to somewhere negative. So I can understand. I applaud Bluesy for even saying some shit about it, rather than just letting the blogs just run with a negative story.
Yeah. I know as a man, personally, I struggle with anybody doing something for me. It just doesn't feel natural. It don't feel normal. You know what I mean? It feels off. Like, nah, wait a minute. What they want? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to come with something. It got to be like, I don't know. That could be trauma. That just could be how I'm programmed.
Not unconditional.
It's
you
not.
Think it's because I don't know if it's like you're so programmed to people doing something for you but wanting something in return, right? Or you know, whatever the case may be.
One of my pet peeves was that though, growing up. Yeah. I didn't like people being able to say they did something for me. That would make me feel so bad because
you
I
didn't do
so
it out
much
the
for
kindness of
everybody
your
else.
heart.
I'm like, what? You know what I mean? It didn't make no sense to me.
It wasn't genuine then. If you got to sit here and throw in my face what you did for me, bruh, you could have kept that shit.
That's why I feel like I feel. Yeah, I'm real worried about people doing stuff for me. And from like I said, from being like having like women and stuff in my family and everything like that, we so programmed to be providers. It's like if you can't provide something, you provide your level of being loved usually matches what you can provide. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I've been coming up. Like, I have to pay for this. I have to be the one to provide for this. And if I don't, I'm less of. You know what I'm saying? So I think for me, I ain't never like no birthday parties. I ain't never like none of that because it always felt like
all that shit.
Like even if somebody had a birthday dinner for me, I would feel obligated to pay for it myself. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It's really hard for me.
It's programming.
I went to my first male birthday dinner this year. Shout out to Black. Black's wife threw him a beautiful birthday dinner, man, at this place called Swagoo Beef or something like that. It's private dinner and all this. It was like all this shit, and it was expensive, right? And I'm looking at Black just enjoy himself, man, and allowing his wife to do
Fruits of
something.
his labor.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I was thinking in my head like, damn, that's what it's like. You feel me? Like to just allow somebody and trust somebody to do something for you that big. So I guess I understand him in the situation losing from where like
the nigga blessed it. Nah, rest.
And I feel like that's a step right there. Him coming out and saying like, I feel it.
Yeah.
That's the first
I just
thing is
can't express it.
acknowledging your problem. And the problem is I internally feel happy, but I don't know how to express that.
Yeah.
So you know it's a problem.
Yeah.
And you came out and said, I was happy. Y'all sitting here like I'm fucking ungrateful. So hats off to him for even saying that, because a lot of people have problems with admitting.
Yeah.
Not me, man. I'll be in that bed.
Antoine, how do you feel about that? Like, are you somebody that easily receives things? Like your girl, she pop up with lunch for you, or she throw you a birthday dinner, or she do something for you. Are you like, thanks, babe?
You know, I've always been taught to like be willing to receive, but like on my side, it's all about giving, like making people feel warm, making them feel welcome. But on my girl's side, she's Vietnamese, so with it coming down to like a cultural thing, they didn't really celebrate any holidays at all. So like when I look forward to holidays, I try to like, especially now that I'm older, I own my own house. I want to decorate my house. I want to have that holiday spirit, whatever holiday it is. I'm the one that's, setting that like initiative to do those things, or like when it comes to like birthdays, like when we first got together, we kind of made it an agreement to where like we want to spend money on each other on gifts, and we would just save it for vacations instead. That's dope, right? Yeah. I can't help it.
Yeah.
So like for me, and it's like my gifts don't be simple either. They be like well thought out gifts, something that it might not even be like super expensive, but it's like either hard to find or just super unique to a certain situation that we talked about.
She had mentioned, and you're like,
to mention, and it's just like me and my brother were just like this. Like he does these small things for his man and for his son, and like it's just super minuscule things that like most people will probably just be like whatever, it's not that big of a deal.
I feel like that put the pressure on them too sometimes, you know what I mean? Like some people don't want to be with good people because then they got to be good people too. They got to be thoughtful people or romantic people, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they be like, man, I wouldn't be ready for all that, but they put that pressure on. You ever spoiled a guy or anything like that, Marissa? You ever like had that position where a guy felt uncomfortable with you throwing him?
Situation as far as like Lil Uzi, like what happened with him, but I could definitely understand why that happened for him. Like, everyone was kind of saying to express himself, or even are taught how to express himself. But then to also go to your other question, I spoiled a man before, but it was like a while ago in a relationship. It was literally like a while ago. Like I haven't been in a relationship like that to really expose somebody the way I want to now. But it would be ideal to do all those things with my partner.
I think that's the goal. We want to be able to receive love in order to properly give it as well.
And it goes both ways for sure.
So the first gift my fiance ever got me was it was on my mother's. When my mama holding me opening Christmas presents.
That's super dope.
They got like a birthday on a calendar. You got a star on it, and it got like my mama like initials on. Love you always. And then she gave me this outside of school, and I cried outside of school. I'm like, damn,
G.
I'm glad that she did that.
You want to get married, and we weren't even together yet. Like she was just like.
She wanted to do that for you.
She was like my point guard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I might.
She was my point guard.
She was my point guard. Yeah.
The niggas got it.
Yeah. I caught it.
Right. No,
hold the team together. I'm guilty as charged.
No, but about to be the worst transition ever. Speaking of mothers, we got a video of this woman got asked a question about the freakiest thing she ever did, and we're gonna let the video play. So. You got it? I'm kind of just trying to prepare myself to hear this for the second time.
The guy.
What?
His stepmom.
No, his like birth mother, and she sucked his like.
Oh, I don't even know what she said.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was great. Once he looked at her and told her, "Yo, come do what you do best," it was downhill from there.
Wait, he told his mom, "Come do what you do best," and
Come do what you do best. She started sucking his and then at one point they looked at me and he was like, "Come suck this," and I was like, "Why oblige?"
A lot to take in.
Look at his face, bro. He's
Together.
like, whoa.
Yeah, I'll be
I
stuck.
like that for you. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, so to recap what we just heard, I know you fucking lying. That's the only thing I could think of when I was watching that video. Basically, she was asked, "What's the freakiest thing you've ever done?" And she said, "I had sex with a man and his mom." And he said, "You mean stepmom?" She said, "Nope, it was his mom." And I don't even, do they have a category for that on Pornhub? You probably got to go into the archives for one of them.
That's
Though.
like family sex.
Yeah, it's like incest type shit. So this woman explains they got stepbrothers, but that's why the man said stepmom. Like she was like, "No, my mom." She gawked the kid up, and then
The mom did?
yeah, gawked up her son, and then told the girl, "This is how you do it." And she was like, "Okay." So she went over there and did it, and she ended up having sex with this man and his mom. So first of all, fucking yuck. Second of all, it kind of opens up the door of like how long you've been doing that to your son.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that gets a little
That's
not get a lot of dark, right?
No, but that's the real question.
To be fair, so I got a
Something strange
question.
about the Johnsons over there.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Would you have sex with a girl and her sister?
Her real sister?
Yeah.
Yikes. Twins?
I don't give a fuck. It was
It don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Because if they look alike, you can have enough shrooms to make that happen.
Why is he doing that? It's not you.
No, I don't think I could do it.
I could, cause it ain't got nothing to do. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't related to these bitches.
This nigga is out of pocket.
That's
They're
completely
doing it.
different.
I would
Those are sisters.
I would fuck a bitch and her mama.
Would you really?
Yeah.
That ain't off to you at all.
No, cause that's not my mama.
It don't matter. So if the mama is like, this how you eat her.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna listen, cause that's not my mama.
That's sick. That's sick though.
That's not my mama.
I want y'all away from
That's
me.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Go ahead.
No, so the
That
girl,
shit
so the
sounds
mom is
crazy.
eating out her daughter.
Joey is fucking lying.
The mom is eating out. Same situation, by the
Right.
way. And you like, all right.
Okay.
And now you got monkeypox.
That's what I was thinking.
No, not now. Not now.
Monkeypox
Not now.
started.
No. Back in the day.
What you got to say, Marissa?
I was just gonna say, I see why you tried to equate that. It's also different for men. Like,
Yeah.
No, you nasty.
it's the devil's. No, it's nasty. But I'm gonna say, I can see more why he gonna do it. Cause men are just like that. Like, it goes down to like
Y'all nasty.
girl porn and
That's
guy
what
porn.
I'm
Like,
saying.
it's just a total double standard. Like, guys are gonna
You
do
wanna
more
fuck a
things
bitch and her
sexually
mama
than
lie?
No,
men
wait,
are.
because I
It's
know some
different.
girls.
Same time.
I know some girls who slept with brothers before.
Yeah, I'm glad you wouldn't.
I know some
Not at
girls.
the same time.
I know some girls who slept with brothers before.
At the same time.
Yes.
My mama give you
Like,
what you ask for.
I know
Getting
some
the
girls
train
who
ran
slept
on
with
them.
brothers
Yeah.
before. They got ran.
Train.
That's a little different too.
That
That
is
is
different,
different
though.
though. They're not having sex with each other.
This is
They're
what-
just having sex with her.
Exactly.
Right.
That's the difference.
Okay,
You
so
ran a train, but if we're all having sex with one another, that's different.
Exactly.
Yeah,
She is.
Exactly.
The mother was showing her how to give her son head.
Right.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Right, but you're saying that, and so in my mind, as a person who is the third, which
Right.
is this woman,
you would be the.
you will be the third.
Yeah.
Right.
In your mind, your dick is still hard as you're watching this mother give her daughter head.
Yeah.
Correct.
He likes
That's nasty. You're sick.
Look at who he's talking to.
You're sick. No,
They
you're
just
sick.
ran a train on you, nigga.
He's not looking at the same. As he's looking at it through a man's eye.
I'm looking at two coochies I ain't never had before.
Because he sees two women. On our side, we see a mom and a son. Like, I'm not saying that's okay, but I see why he's not
They ran a
equating
train
it
on
correctly.
Cause I'm gonna come home and tell y'all like, boy,
He
y'all
like
don't
them
get
women.
what
It's him. And that's all it is. Because you understand, yeah.
Your mama.
Nah.
No, yes.
That
He
is
don't
not.
see a problem.
Yes.
Why not?
Antoine, you rolling?
He said
That's
no.
crazy.
Mom and daughter, and they hot. They
But
look like
I'm talking
sisters.
about bad.
Right.
And
Look, man, I can't answer that question, but I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, he gonna say no.
He pleading.
I question their sanity.
Nah, but I'm a respond in this direction to where like it just depends on like who's doing what to who.
If the mom was eating out her daughter,
that's crazy.
I get what you're saying though with the two dudes.
because it was that is the scenario that she presented. She said the son, the mom was.
That's
giving
wrong.
her son head and was like,
That's
"This
wrong.
is how you do it."
Yeah.
And if the mom was eating her daughter and was like, "Do it like
whether it was
this,"
a girl or a guy or whatever, that's
We got
still
comments.
the parent and the child. That's
Right.
nasty.
right?
You're performing sexual acts on your child.
Yeah.
Something you birthed.
And you had to have been doing it for a while.
Baby, you learned that.
What if, all right, so what if the stepdaddy?
It's stepdaddy.
It's step.
Yeah, that's the step is.
And it depends on how long they was step though. Because if you raise if you raise that child since I was
Because if
3,
you came in my life and I was grown, you ain't never gonna be my daddy.
but if I raise this child and now I'm sleeping with the child, it's
backwood
still
redneck stuff is here? Yeah, that's my cousin and I love her. All right, so we're gonna talk about monkeypox and we're gonna get about this thing real quick. So we have a national emergency. I guess President Joe Biden, Joe Kwan, them just came out and said something about some monkeypox, and basically they have issued a nationwide
state of
emergency on monkeypox. Now, from what we know about monkeypox so far, is that you don't have to have sex to get it. So that is not true, but it is. You can clearly get it from sex. Yes, and statistics show that they're saying that it's more so gay and bisexual men that are getting it at the highest rate. Yeah, at the highest rate right now. So in America, right?
You said what? Getting it at a high
Africa
rate?
says that they don't have no high percentages of it transmitting that way. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but some girl said she got it at her job.
But you already know that that's a culture thing for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, what about the dude? Because the lady said she got it at her job. Said she got it from touching
She
money.
doesn't know what she got it from because
but
she
she speculated touching money.
She did say that she did have sex within that time span. But the person who she had sex with does not have monkeypox. They don't have it.
Cause that one dude got it in his throat, and I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the video I did see, he had monkeypox in his throat.
Yeah, he was sucking dick.
So
he was definitely sucking dick.
He probably did get it sexually.
She cleaned it up.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's related to a monkey, which
it's called monkeypox.
It's not though.
What is it called?
It's not related to a monkey. It is called monkeypox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not. Has nothing to do with being related to a monkey. Having sex with a monkey. It didn't come from a monkey. They're saying it because it comes from different types of species.
Okay.
That resemble a monkey.
So riddle me this.
Oh,
before
Lord.
we continue.
Okay.
What?
How many species besides humans resemble monkeys?
I don't know.
None.
Clearly more than one.
None. It's
I
just
want to know
different
the
kind
names
of
of these
monkeys.
species.
It said it's not from a monkey.
I understand
That is what the CDC
It's just
said.
how you said it. It's just like you like.
CDC
It comes from something that resemble monkeys. When the only thing that resemble monkeys is people.
Obviously, that's not true because it did not come from a monkey, and it came from something that resembled a monkey.
What resembles a monkey?
What is it? I wish
Ask the CDC.
If they don't put that on the website, they should put the name or whatever it is too. Because now it just sounds like you lying. You being
Right.
mad.
The CDC put it out there.
CDC lying too though.
Did y'all see that man that chained himself to the Chase Bank?
I did.
And the scientist, the NASA scientist, he was like, "We've been trying to warn the public," and he was like crying. They took him to jail.
Yeah.
And now they've taken off that video from all platforms. I was like, they finna do something to him.
No, I watched the movie. Speaking of monkeypox worldwide, we're gonna get out of here in a second, y'all. But I just wanted to get out of here on this monkeypox shit. Just want to say, please, y'all, stay safe.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Stay safe.
Don't eat new booties.
This ain't no coronavirus shit. Now, I don't think the death rate is. I don't think
It's not deadly.
Like
It's not deadly.
It's not COVID.
It's not COVID.
But
But
COVID
ain't
came out.
nobody trying to get no motherfucking monkeypox. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just be safe out here. Be aware of your surroundings and everything like that, please. But it's funny that you said that we're gonna go out on this because if y'all haven't seen this movie on Netflix called "Don't Look Up," y'all heard of this movie yet? It's a movie
like
on
a
Netflix.
bootleg
It won a
note.
whole bunch of awards. It's supposed to be a funny movie.
Straight to DVD.
It's supposed to be a funny movie. It's Leonardo DiCaprio. It's a whole bunch of like big
What is it
stars
about?
in it. It's basically about the end of the world and how they see it happening in Hollywood. It was a asteroid coming for the Earth, and the scientists knew it, but nobody else knew it.
Yeah.
And it says don't look up because it basically talking about the philosophy of like, if you knew the world was going to end, would you even want to know? Because the people who knew spent the rest of their days like trying to like squeeze everything in, and they was like really depressed. People was killing themselves and stuff like that.
Bird
But
Box?
the people who didn't know, huh?
What in the Bird Box?
No.
Nah, this is a movie. But the
No,
people who
like,
didn't
you know,
know
Bird Box
the end of the
until
world
you
was
don't
coming, they
look.
just lived their life innocently and just in bliss basically. So like, I don't think the movie was just a movie. Even when I was watching the movie, I was like, nah, this shit feel too real.
Yeah.
They was cracking a lot of jokes in the movie. Y'all watch it if y'all got the time. It's called Don't Look Up on Netflix. They was cracking a lot of jokes in the movie, but there wasn't nothing funny about that shit to me. It was very, very realistic. Yeah. So them scientists know something, and they talking about them aliens, them sightings is getting more common and all kind of shit.
Man,
happening.
you know how much diseases they stop us, the CDC really stop us from on a day-to-day basis? They stop us from infestations and new diseases every day. Dog. So it's like some of them bitches just fucking happen.
Yeah, man.
But it'd be rare that you catch the CDC off guard. They already knew about monkeypox. COVID is what caught their ass off guard.
I don't even believe that. But anyways,
Mink, mink.
we'll roll out on that one.
All right,
Well,
gonna be
Marissa,
some black
thank you for joining us
SUVs knocking
today.
y'all off.
Anything you want to say on your way out?
Thanks for having me.
Oh, we appreciate you pulling
Yeah,
up.
appreciate it.
Joey?
You know what I gotta say? Those who seek God in the 11th hour typically die at 10:30.
Did you change it?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Vaughn?
What's good?
You're on the way out, G. What you want to say to the people?
I just want to say, stay safe, drink some wine, and feel fine.
And always
Drink some wine and feel
Yeah.
And Antwan, thank you so much for joining us. Tell the people where they can
Appreciate y'all.
find you. Tell the
Appreciate
people
y'all.
where they can find all of your work, all of your platforms, and everything like that.
You can find me on all platforms at Antwan Rarcus, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook included. Look out for some products that I got coming, ebooks, merchandise, those type of things.
Facts.
Other than that, peace and love. Everybody stay safe.
Well, man, appreciate
Call
it,
you
brother.
Uncle
Thank you so
Ruckus.
much, man. You know, keep hustling, G. We got you,
Hell
Bella.
no.
What you got to say to the peoples?
Hey, everybody. Thank you for having me. It was a great show. Stay safe. Wash your hands.
And your ass.
Just like that. What's that?
And your ass.
Don't eat ass.
Don't just throw the wash rag over your shoulder. Wash your damn back
Let the water run between them cheeks.
and your feet.
All right.
All right, just like that. Let the water run between those cheeks. We out here in the cut live, man. Monkey pop.
Yes, sir.
Good job, bro.
That man had a witch eye.
Look, I'm in the cut, the boy in the cut. Jump in the whip with a ceiling, go up, we up.